If I tell you, if I tell you, we and your friend 5 kg. We Emily be a tram, not a movie. Now your phone back, we say 25 cities, and the way they 120 Ghana cities. Yeah, we near upon 7 cities, 50 pesos, and then we and 25 cities. One go to we now me out, yeah, got to raise 6 cities, 50 pesos, and the way 20 Ghana cities back home. Yeah, Ghana, ya here at Ghana, we near upon 7 cities, 50 pesos, and the way is 17 cities. We near upon 4 cities, 50 pesos, and the way back 12 cities. Wow, talk about. So what to make na no ya we near to make we say near to 3 cities 50 pesos and the way 9 Ghana cities 9 cities. Enti 1 liter of coke we say we na ba say near to 9 cities 50 pesos and we about 12 cities and the way 35 cities in the form. Yeah, and how we are in touch with near to back say back saying now coffee near to back saying 19 cities and the way 50 cities and the pound. Come on, biscuits. Now we are near to 1 Ghana cities and the way 3 cities. Mamma some trouble. Yeah. Where and cut here. And cut here we. Next channel 10 pesos. And I got you put me 1 Ghana cities. And he said, Yakasa, or my name, I had dinner. No bitty baby say, I, Anna, oh, say, Abana. Minia, and then in Kwana metal, then Yato, a more ding, and a cement 1 pack, 105 cities, from 26 cities to 105 cities, near top petrol, near top petrol 1 gallon, 14 cities, 60 pesos, and neck. Petrol 1 gallon, thing, and a petrol 1 gallon, 75 cities. Diesel, and a diesel, 11 cities, and a diesel through 80 cities. Are they? If I to weigh a more, we and your friend 5 kg, we Emily be a tram, not a movie, not your phone back, we say 25 cities. And the way they 120 Ghana cities. Yeah. We near upon 7 cities 50 pesos and then we 25 cities. One go to we now me out near got to raise 6 cities 50 pesos and the way 20 Ghana cities back home. Yeah. Ghana, ya here at Ghana we near to 7 cities 50 pesos and the way is 17 cities. We near upon 4 cities 50 pesos and the way back 12 cities. Wow, talk about. So what to make na no ya we near to make we say near to 3 cities 50 pesos and the way 9 Ghana cities 9 cities. Enti 1 liter of coke we say we na ba say near to 9 cities 50 pesos and we about 12 cities and the way 35 cities in the form. Yeah, and how we are in touch with near to back say back saying now coffee near to back saying 19 cities and the way 50 cities and the pound. Come on, biscuits. Now we are near to 1 Ghana cities and the way 3 cities. Mamma some trouble. Yeah. Where and cut here. And cut here we next channel 10 pesos. And I got you put me 1 Ghana cities. And he said, Yakasa, or my name, I had dinner. No bitty baby say, I, Anna, oh, say, Abana. Minia, and then in Kwana metal, then Yato, a more ding, and a cement 1 pack, 105 cities, from 26 cities to 105 cities. Near top petrol, near top petrol 1 gallon, 14 cities, 60 pesos, and net petrol 1 gallon, saying, and a petrol 1 gallon, 75 cities. Diesel, and a diesel, the 11 cities, and a diesel through 80 cities. Are they? Yeah.
Ebia semu emeka on so to Kumase na wota John Mahama Nyankopon be de bebusa wo de monhwa de high public toilet wo keje tell inside Dubai o masa bibia bi wo ha say ultra modern bibia bi masa he wo wi a ye fe no ba be gina say no ba opro sakama kama Kumase keje tell Dubai John Mahama Ashanti region wo mi enjoy mudimbo ate wo de monhwa de ultra modern o Jack. Hey, John Mama, I'm sure about Papa. Me sure, Monshadi, ultra modern private, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. God bless you. God bless you. Asa. We all grown. Come. Kumase for Papa, Papa, 2 with a huge margin of votes. And you had to tell John Mahama. Monshadi.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:09 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 9:4 in Ghana, right? It's 9 in Ghana now. Okay, so 9:4 in Ghana. It is 4:09 in the United States of America. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live across the world. We are live on Facebook. We are live on radio. On radio, search for Loud Silence Radio. On any Google device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Also live on iOS or on Apple, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We are also live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV on YouTube, on Multi TV, Loud Silence TV on Multi TV, on Facebook, Loud Silence TV, and also With All Due Respect. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are live tonight to bring you the facts. We're here to break things down for you to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana, especially in politics. Tonight, we will be delving into what is happening in Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament yesterday had a presser. This morning, the Childish minority leader, Afenyomakin, and his group of ignorant MPs on the NPP side, they actually exhibited the highest form of ignorance and foolishness. They are not ready to do business. They are not ready to make sure they go to Parliament to serve Ghanaians. No one is entitled to a sitting place in Parliament. When you enter Parliament, you have the right to sit anywhere else and conduct business for your people. So for a parliamentarian to come out of Parliament to say, I was not given a chair because the chair that I was given to, my name wasn't written on it, it makes that parliamentarian look very stupid and ignorant. And that is the waste of time and waste of resource we are seeing or coming from the minority leader, Afenyomakin, and his group of ignorant NPP MPs. Tonight, we will delve into the matters, why they are so aggressive and why they want Parliament to open and why they want to sit on a majority side. There's a reason why in their head they believe majority is them. But in today's Ghana, this Parliament, there's nothing like a majority and a minority. We have a hung Parliament with an ignorant, independent candidate. I'll tell you the reason why they are so eager to make sure they are called the majority group before Parliament starts work. My job here is to break things down for you to also follow and make a decision at the end of the day. Vote for the right person to lead Ghana. And the right person tonight, I can confirm on this platform, is John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, Professor Nano Pokwajima, with all the experience, all the credibility, and every single honesty in these people. We can bring Ghana back to the track that we've always wanted. So tonight is going to be a straightforward show. The disclaimer is going to be, if you are 18 years and over, if you believe that this is the show for you, you can watch me. It's a very, very, very interesting show, a social political platform. Here, we don't mince words. We use very strong language. The language we use here are very harsh. In fact, if you do not like such statements, or your upbringing, your religious background, your educational background, maybe how you were brought up, you are not somebody who will be willing or is willing or is interested in such statement, do not watch tonight's show, because here we speak truth to power and we do not mince words. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Tonight I'll be here for 3 hours, 45 minutes or 4 hours. All that we'll be doing here is to break things down for you to have a clear understanding of where Ghana is heading. 2024 December 7th, you have to vote for John Mahama and Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman to bring the NDC back to power, for them to control Parliament and also control the executive. It's very, very important. These are very important things you don't have to forget. Midin Eddie Kevin Ekobedu Taylor me and Amidi Jumadi Wenchame Oma Omobomechidom Anajuya from the Ghost Team. Omo and Atichrin Semino Eddie Aswam say you remember na mimbe jum Emma Ghana for Enhuno Kreno, send ye beya yebehu de echo, send ye beto abapa ama NDC John Mahama and the Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman na Ghana afan and Tomapa Efra. And then you mre asama eda pono so yebejum ama Ghana for nyina atiase no efa Parliament de esi wo ho afenyo makina MPP for the leader of the NPP or more Parliament no sebio ne nkwara sem ene sebio jimika kretara na kuma hunti wasai MPP no ende Alban Bagbina MPP focus omebre Parliament na omombra embeka Ghana honsem na omodwindwini nsem ho a ebekyekyere Ghana no MPP for ekodu Parliament nda omse omakonwa no omudingu hu nti omontena ase ye ne taxpayer wa wutia tax me ametua tax ye ma Ghana for the hwe sebio MPP infuya omo from ho MPs no omo koye no sika ye de ma omo di ye no obi ani wa oye adwuma nde accosting the taxpayer $1 million, $1 million cedis and over. I think I'll get the right figure. These are the things we'll be talking about. But at the Kudientia, and then you bring Mohan say, Metro at the Kudientia MPP 4% from a majority of Parliament. Mema Urimfi, Parliament, NPP ni ND, so many now number pepe, Obia number and Sunchobi. Your independent candidate, Sibio or no. Or why or some percent to Obama MPP, and non say NPP na majority. In the end of Ura Parliament, everyone. Obia betumatene bi opeso otra say ugidi say Ghana nti and a Parliament where you sit should not affect your commitment and your patriotism any the job we have given you to do, unless you are a member of Parliament. Your main focus is for people to call you by a name, a certain name, or give you a title for you to feel relevant. But say Ghana nti and our Parliament nyansa ebeka chero say baby obetene bia unim nyansa ye beto nyansa no baby obetene bia wodo Ghana okasa ye behu se nyansa wotrim ekire wejimi ekire unim nyansa ekire botai bi da wedi so aye botai bone a wopese ode edien ade friend majority edada Ghana for enyumrei mekire ye be point to the main reason tia NPP for pese ye from majority e Parliament na Ghana for nyina ehunu kre no social media segment and the yebebo videos bebre yebedwa nsemu ama Ghana for ehunu kre no speed no edoso if you say in some dawson ya bono tofa ene et say enamam pesi no oba no you de na wawe na woko ni medin e de camera call Bedu Taylor. My producers no you from the Ghost Team omo na wachichire nsem no e de aswam se membra na membedwum e ma Ghana for ehu no kre no. Wow, we share more YouTube here. I'd like to say thank you very much for being here tonight on Facebook. I also want to say thank you very much for tuning in. Richmond Yaira is watching me on Facebook. Sikata Togbe is also live here on Facebook. Adobia Esther is watching me, and Serenity McCarthy is live here on YouTube. No, I can see Rhoda Boley watching me tonight. Veron is live on YouTube. Ahua is live on YouTube. Amty19 J Bruce is also live here. Erudite is watching. Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team. Pat Amel is also live here. So many people, Clemens and the rest of the team, every single person is here watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team. Menso Maji Atumse and Yumbre Mecheche and Semu Amagana for Ehu no Kreno dear Echo. Ain't the team somewhere radio. Let's start tonight's show. You're still watching with all due respect extended version.
Number 8, what a number 8, number 8, number 8, number 8, what a number 8, number 8. Mufesiano Emami. She, Neko Tuyegu. Namin Chicano. Kojo B. Kawachi. 2024 Mahameba. Edema Clay, Nisiafa. Abupa, Omobesi Shebo. 8 years, I'm a transfer number yo. One district, one factory. Scanner brand over Chama family. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, near people in the Muse, Abanadia Mahamafa. It's Baumia Tanchain. Abanadia Mahamafa. 2024, I knew be on Precos Mahamafa. Still Bay, Mr. Tranchain. Abanadia Mahamafa. 7 December, number 8, 24 hours economy. Mahama Bar used to be a Jumaye. Mahama test for no way you be my Ghana for na Mumaya. Upe Wumpo Waba. Baumia dear, so what 7 December, and do I am to Abanama Mahama, no Abanadia Mahamafa. It's Baumia Tanchain. Abanadia Mahamafa. 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama fa still bay Mr. Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 2024 ne obi ampere ensuo me na manfo no oba besi agisika gogu ne mpaase cathedral yesi e manyame $58 million adane swimming pool wo se mo bebreki 80 rada tenate o Mahama wada number 8 to Ghana for about bana monto Mahama that this year 24 hours economy 7 December abano 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama fa still bay Mr. Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 2024 ne obi ampere check mobile mo se dollar dwane mo se mobile mo betina tenase mobile dollar na yantaban watu na onana mu wiase sana mo kwa mo super incompetent they make kind of full evidence the bank na egwe go phone na egwe setting koma abane de Mahama fa etiba o me Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama fa still bay Mr. Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 7 December number 8 but a crab market wa yeah circle overhead wa yeah kumasi kedetian wa yeah Mahama e-blocks na man free SHS abaso abane de Mahama fa etiba o me Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama fa still bay Mr. Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 2024 ne obi abane de Jema fa Jembra abane de Jema fa Jembra NDC afa Jembra Mama fa Jembra abane de Mahama fa etiba o me Tranchen abane de Mahama fa 2024 ne obi ampere cause Mahama fa still bay Mr. Tranchen abane de.
All right, you're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. Oma Omobomichi from the Ghost team. Yeah, the Jumadi no Ashisha. So at the end of Eko for the past 3 days, Yambaha, Republicans defeat Democrats. At the end of the day, still America is still number one. Just still Bobo Ghana Bessia and but we know say experience is very important. Normally, sometimes you might be affiliated to a political party. You love their policies. Some of their policies have benefited you and all that, but sometimes we believe that experience is all that we need as a nation, and America chose experience over a year, whatever you are seeing. What we are seeing tonight, from America, elections is seeing, America decided to choose experience over a year. Mate near the day. So it is clear, and Yatua baby ubia akodenim ubia di juma ubia back to a year or omujumima. We expect to say Ghana no so no sana mobile no send beya bibia ebeko totin obi anim say NDC and be win elections no obi obe try so be dane elections ni bia no e was Ghana for mo ni bre ne so se bo e was bunukunu a was bunukunu if you say democracy ni here into any individual whether you are in government or not in government we are wadwin say obe dane ababi and I say obe say Ghana democracy na or say Ghana for ebukun. That is part of our prayer. Into own person obe say democracy so esremo mema obia enya na adwin say election where John Mahama ni NDC Professor Nano Pokwajimamu ewini no you touch it. The answer is one, NDC ne wini. You cannot change this verdict. Anybody who tries to do that, you become the enemy of the people, and we have every right to come after you. It's a fact. Into memo obi anya na adwin say or was some idea be say or best sun numbers or be intimidate or the police for the soldier for it will not go anywhere. Ghanaians have decided already. Yet here train Emma 30 days no and near Twaba and one no to make it official. There's nothing like Obiani negotiate on this election coming no. Obiani negotiations be a NDC and a winning Ghana for nim. Anything apart from NDC winning no, we all have to understand say it has been rigged. A fact. Democracy in sanity here. Yeah, Emma democracy then say ya boom say adeba akuni and at this point And at this point, Mr. B, I need the document. The document I said I want. Please, can you get me that document? It's very, very important. I need to make some referrals. So, if you can get me that document, I think there are two or one. Mr. P, check on that for me, please. I need that document. So, the democracy standard here, majority decided or decided, and right now in Ghana, no, the majority no decided say John Mahama NDC and enrolling Ghana from 2025. Nobody can change that. Okay, Diana Ekoso Ghana mente BBS or Ghana, yes, I be free. Say Guinea Bissau, say Tanzania, say they are Ghana and Ziam and the videos being on social media. I mean, here is a Mekasa Asam no, Yame. But I saw Ghana or client or Ghana, a few weeks. Kevin Taylor. Yes, it's Aquano. My friend is saying, I media, yes, see, or yes, see the videos now about Tanzania, a crony idea cra. Guinea Bissau, and I saw a day and the Omu Yoko. Omu Yoko boss, no. You see the videos about a DOS rough. You see about 400 videos. And I can just see the Nijan one kasa. A video to be chow and the positions are static or static positions on and then a part of life. Now, you see I can also bagan Equatorial Guinea. Okay, Equatorial Guinea. Okay. You see also bagan and saying our clients or Ghana. Hey, assemble debut also you be smiling. Ain't clients no more Ghana no munding kind and church muding. Wow, person who do di koja Madam Fridge no so fakoja no na Madam Fridge. Entro within to her. Na Madam Fridge mbra Twitter no me list because Madam Fridge de obi aba onimu no. Wa wonte brofo we say oba brofo nkwa na oka. Umum u Peace FM na wonte brofo. Den akwa free Equatorial Guinea ba obetu na kasa. Enti wa unim se oba Ghana oya ne client no fa list ne koma Madam English no fa nkotro Twitter ye ne nim Madam Fridge. Na Madam Fridge enkotro because on na onimu bia on the Madam Fridge do be and Adam for net brofo on the church room, and you know, and this one is statistics, and you know, in Ghana we cannot. And let me ask you, on the net brofo, it's more from Madam Fridge say, Equatorial Guinea for Captain Planet no buy no list no on famre and sana your cocoa who list ready aba. All right, mommy and your show, Modia Moki boy. Okay, now yes, Atichidiana then Atichidiana is statue. Yes, I go for the statue in the boss of an origin. So I Ekufuado. Ekufuado has statue be attack ready. Yes, I boss 7 penojos. Ekufuado go statue 7 no Johnson. No Johnson no. Obe kona statue no na asi nyina afo. Na na do danko Ekufuado. Nipa tuetia wo pe fans say. Didi. Nana Didi. Nana P Didi. Nana P Didi no. Ekufu Atakura PDD. Yes, we are statue Takura de yembody dim freno. Atakura PDD no the baller. All right. Now let's take care of business. Let's see what's on the dashboard this evening. Yen starting free. Aha, it's loaded, It's loaded. Okay, as yaka say nyina yes dollar no edu 17.25. Date show no the 6th of November 2024. And the Bank of Ghana said dollar no edu. All right, Mr. S, thank you very much. If you can get me this, okay, thank you, Mr. S. Yes. Can you get me the full story? I want to read the story itself. So I've seen the caption. Can you get me the full story? It's very important. I read the full story. That part that states emphatically what they wanted to clarify. If you can get me the substance in the story, I'll be very happy. Thank you, Mr. S. Inti meno kasa ya kasa Ghana nyina yes say a year dollar no it was 17.25 and no on the 6th of November 2024. Inti meno kasa menko bebia Mahamudu Bawumia any MPP for we omofa Ghana dollar no free what we call 3 cedis 80 pesos. Now we $1. Now we got 3 cedis 80 pesos. And the Ghana we got $1 per Bank of Ghana no we be got 17 cedis 25 pesos. Any Bank of Ghana's air rate no. So okwa Yakubu Bekacho say and the dollar no almost 19. That is the reality on the ground. Inti we need to understand say we are going to vote because of the economy. And there was a reason why Bawumia got the chance with Ekufuado in 2016 to come to power. It was because of the economy. In this economy, no, to me answer say we equally have the right to take the economy from them. That's simple as that. That is what the Americans based on to vote. majority of Americans say there are so many issues happening in America which worries them, which they want to address. But the main problem I have upon say the kind of economy I don't person Joe Biden at the moment. Joe Biden wasn't giving them on the Kamala until they want to give the country to somebody who has been there before or experienced during his time. They thought or believed say the economy was better. That is why they have given the Ghana country Donald Trump and the group. The same in Ghana. 2016, any of the Ghana share a year Baumiansa say or no economist. For almost Ghana. No. For 8 years, the economy has become worse. So what should make us vote for Baumia any Ekufuado? Actually, Jimmy. And in conclusion, in says, oh, Ghana in there. That's what over to Obama MPP ni Baumia with Jimmy. Do not be pissed off. Don't get angry. That is a fact. Intende we are Ghana ni now I just say Obeto Obama MPP away Jimmy because there was a reason why until 2016 you can't say economy no maybe I want but compare 2016 economy to 2024 economy you could see say the 2016 economy na Mahama managing it is far better, over 1,000 times better than the economy we have today. So the fact of the case is simple. Do not vote for Baumia because we're born. They have failed us. Among from which banks egu, engofujumegu, BBS say it is straightforward and straight cut. Vote against Baumiani MPP because they have failed the economy. They have failed in managing this country. Among for Sikashi because they don't know what they are doing. Enti uya nyansenia edisa America for you will vote and be like I'm voting for a reason. There's a reason why I am voting, and the reason is that na mi sika da bank ashe, na mi osika kakra da ho ashe, na mi dwetire ashe, na mi yewe ni nyina kyerɛ sɛ Baumia onim nyansa yɛ kyekere man. It's simple. Memma kwase bi metutu ebeka nkwasem bi nkyerɛw. It's simple. Let's make politics simple. Now MPP for ebe start adebia, we want you people to understand say jandam. Right now, what they are doing, and they say they are going around the nation misinforming. And you see, you drew baby a MPP for store, Ghana for say Jimmy. And I keep saying this, and I don't take this lightly. The reason why I'm a catcher say MPP for deliberately, Ghana for so Jimmy to such a want to be and say they to be nasi, Now ashada a plan say let's do something because you we Jimmy. Now, answer in politics, every decision or every move a government in power or a member of parliament takes, they don't just get up in the morning and say we have taken a decision. No. They take those decisions after they have sat down to think through it. And this I want to say, a politician at baby they are not just saying say, oh sorry for implement or bekan you. They have thought about it. They know said the omobe catcher no. Adebia omo medi nka adwene ho. Omo say kwasi asama they know. Omo say kwasi asam so they know. Enti deliberate. Idea omayacha they know say Ghana for no dodo no MPP for no Jimmy, and I'm telling you this because of the NPP. NPP especially the young politicians or more MPP mono. They have adopted a strategy. Omogin say Ghana for nyina are so stupid to the point say they cannot even understand what is going on. It is a study the way they are doing their campaign now. Campaigning nyina ko to say uni bibi ka bibi chiromo na omobegye di because omo Jimmy. Answer na obi betwa wotro no and just say a tro keke. Answer na obi betwa wotro continuously no. Na nipa no ready we hu say akwa we mitwa ntro na de bi ogidi. Enti I am going to keep or stick to atrona mitwa no. And it is something and the MPP for adapt to say no matter what you bet treaty Ghana for United say abronye you bet treaty Ghana for United say chema wuntumi you bet treaty omu United say Jimmy for if you say yani omatena 8 years de ya nyina no omu mu bi ne dwen say anase de ya omu ni nyina de enim so omu dodo ne Jimmy now hade kojo pon kroma ne NPP for say omu the program be but YouTube. Now, what is the program about? Say, could you pon kruma na ebe lead program no? Na dia na obe catch Ghana for. Or see oba be catch Ghana for. Nyo be brain ti ayentoma Baumia. Could you pon kruma used to do the same thing I'm doing now? Just that I'm smarter and faster, and also I am credible than him. Could you pon kruma used to be a media person? Could you pon kruma na oye journalism and okoye politics? It is obi catch him say could you pon kruma does not know what he's doing now. Sa nipa no. We Jimmy if you say he knows what I am doing more than I'm doing. What more than you do. The reason I make us say Kojo Ponkruma atna Ghana, atna radio so anopa ewia nyumbre. I interview every politician in Ghana into only the ins and outs of Ghana politics. It is for Kojo Ponkruma to clearly, knowing the facts, knowing the hardship, knowing the corruption, knowing the deliberate destruction of our democracy by unknown government, you know. Now and I just say, oh, maybe yes show be now show no say I am still going to come. I'm going to try and convince you, lie to you to vote for Bawumia. The Kojo Ponkruma or your enemy of the state. Kojo Ponkruma any Chinese near or your galam say difference in him. A war Chinese ni person Ghana for no or Ponkruma person Ghana for the same because he knows the truth, but he believes to say. Oya MPP ni nkwa de Ghana ni bia jimisa abronye Ghana ni bia jimisa chema wontumi Ghana ni bia yakwasia e de se de momoni champon enti saa de na dan trim no or the assess obia intelligence e wo Ghana. Now let's watch this video. Kojo Ponkruma ni MPP for some of the program for biba. Now listen to the program promo mo de ato abontimi wi ana mabusa maka asem bia kiro.
Hello, my name is Kojo Ponkruma. I'm a member of Parliament for the Ofonsia Yobi constituency in the eastern region of Ghana. Recently, I also had the privilege of serving as vice chair to the MPP's manifesto committee. Election day is just 4 weeks away, and as research suggests, a good number of young people are wondering whether or not to vote at all, and if they will vote, who to vote for. It's a perfectly normal question at this time in an election like this. In the next 4 weeks, what I'll be doing with you is that I'll be giving you 8 reasons to vote for Bawumia and not Mahama. I'll be sharing with you my arguments on this channel, and I'd like to encourage you to subscribe and share these arguments with your fellow young people. And here are my arguments, pretty simple. Number 1, we need leadership that believes and invests in the youth of Ghana. Bawumia is the best choice for Ghana's youth and not Mahama. Number 2, we need to protect and improve the free senior high school program. Mahama doesn't believe in free SHS. I'll show you why. He'll collapse it, but Bawumia will protect and improve it. Number 3, we need to improve medical care for our population. Bawumia will complete Agenda 111 projects all over the country and ensure that they are put to good use for you. Mahama doesn't believe in it. If he doesn't halt it, at best he will face it if he gets the opportunity. Number 4, the public purse needs to be protected. The MPP has protected the public purse and put it to better use than the NDC did. And Bawumia will do even better. Number 5, we want the Ghanaian economy to grow. You can trust that Bawumia will expand the growth trajectory of the Ghanaian economy. Mahama will retard it. Number 6, cost of living. You always hear people saying Nememwaedi. Bawumia has a clear plan to contain cost of living. Mahama doesn't. Number 7, a key matter is the economy. Bawumia's economic expansion program is superior to Mahama's 24-hour economy, and I'll show you why with hard data as we go along. And finally, Bawumia has integrity. For our good friend, the former president, he's consistently inconsistent. The value is not the same. So I'll be sharing these arguments with you. I'll be backing them with data and evidence, and I'm hoping that as you subscribe to this channel and you share with your colleagues across the country, you will not sit on the fence or stay home on election day. You will vote, and your vote will be for Dr. Bawumia. I'll see you soon.
So this is Kojo Ponkruma, also the new show, and the target is the youth. In any serious country, be hanged, Kojo Ponkruma. In any serious country, the youth will attack him. In any serious country. You see the likes of Kojo Ponkruma, Samia Uku, Samuel Abujinapo, Asenso Boache, those boys you people were thinking were intelligent enough to be honest with you. They are the people who are destroying the lives of the youth in Ghana today. In any serious country, Saudi Kojo Ponkruma in Japan, the youth will lynch him. Saudi Kojo Ponkruma, so any Asian country, they will shoot him. You know why? Because this is the same thing they have done to the youth for the past 8 years. On say Otina or Casano, they free you everybody first. The show is to lead the youth. They still are ready to destroy more lives. That is why I keep telling the young people of Ghana, and your age ne didi ni paso, and yes when you ana we usa. It is agene that with him the intent. When you are willing to work, when the 90 years now, you'll be a good leader. You can lead for 3 years. Your record will speak for you for hundreds of years. You can be the youngest politician and be given power. You will be one of the most stupidest person on earth. And that is a typical example of Kojo Oppong and his likes. What to make a young man who used to be a journalist, who has seen or interviewed a Ghana for politicians, what done and was or your politician in there, come before you the youth today. Catcher will say, our asem papa be mount. Let me tell you something. For the past 8 years or 4 years, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah ni pay nke muda. But your uncle for the constituency through Ekufuor ne Bawumia or Musikashi, but he does not care. Wabetina kra, and I was so camera is so, and I was so muntwana ombekatro. Anytime I catch you say, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah or Japan, Korea, and Komukuno. I'm telling you, a young person will set him ablaze. Because the hope the young people want, these are the kind of people who are taking that hope away in the name of politics. And yet, that kind of opportunity young Ghanaians want, the likes of Oppong Nkrumah, they are the ones blocking the young people from realizing their dream. So the question here is, what will make such a person sit on TV to tell you, say, Usikashi, Nemum, where Jiminti, I'm going to tell you so Usikanshi. What will make a young man tell you that? What will make a young man sit on TV? What is salary for the past 8 years? One of the best grocery supermarkets in Ghana. Or one of the best jobs. Better school channel. Before that, none watch the channel. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah is part of the people who, at the end of the day, destroyed banks in Ghana. So banking cleanup, so ankaye real and also Kojo Oppong Nkrumah oko jail. You know that, yeah. He was part of those banks that were shut down. Yes, you don't know. So banks libina shut it down. One of the banks that ended there, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah was supposed to be jailed. But now let's come to the madness he was exhibiting. Anytime catching the youth of Ghana and say, there are a lot of young people in Ghana who are mad, who are foolish, who are capitalizing on the frailness, the vulnerability of the young people. Because what he's sitting there, is for you to give him more power and give Bawumia more power for them to rule you for another 4 years for your pain. Because unemployment rate in the history of the Republic of Ghana, it is under this fool, it is under this fool, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, unemployment rate is higher in the history of Ghana under this fool. So why is he telling you the youth the past 8 years, or Kachira will say, or be create opportunity, or uncreative bakumpoma today, I got 30 days to election. What about TV Kajo say, Toma Bawumia, now Toma Mahamadia, with Jimmy. It shows to say, what not them are says youth, and we say majority of the youth in Jimmy, or who am say youth now more Ghana, no, what to say Abronye, or who youth now more Ghana and say, I'm going to set my own to me into his back because they don't respect you. Now, all Kasano can be, I'll say, 8 years, or my reason, 8 reasons in here. I was saying what to Mama Hamudu Bawumia and into all this show neighbor. Kwasia we and to kan way. Mumbusan say, Sir, Mahamudu Bawumia, any NDC, a dear investment na Mahamudu Bawumia MPP for after 8 years, dear investment no more investing with youth. So when you invest with youth, the outcome is job. For the youth, ultimately taking care of himself by having a sustainable job. That shows the investment you have invested in the youth. Under your leadership, kwasia utise bono, utise ashawo for kraba. Under 8 years, under your leadership, the youth are not getting jobs. If you are telling me, say, the NDs, MPP ni Bawumia, they have invested in the youth, and here we're investing. That youth you have invested in is jobless. So where is the investment? NAPCO, after 8 years, as we sit here today, they have not been paid. Kwasia. We sit in Ghana, nurses are hitting the street because they have not been employed. Or because in Kwasia 47, you did not even open Sewia Hospital. Kwasia. What about TV is also a school. Into Obama, the youth 8 reasons into Omontuma Bawumia. After 8 years. You see, there's a reason why you didn't Kwasia for we at them. They don't respect Ghanaians. They don't respect the young people. they think somewhere Jimmy. In Tomisha white shirt, then they see a gap between them and you. In Tometna TV, Suni radio swa, they want it to look like say, Mudia, you cannot think a. So they will have to decide your life for you. Now, he spoke about Mahama will collapse free SHS. Way, sa some free the new buy crutches or kwasia. John Dramani Mahama was president. He was the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Mahama di Ghana so 3 years, 4 months. Mahama is free SHS, senior high school chain, Abambia Oba Ghana. Yeka SS school, sir. John Mahama ne Professor Nano Pokwadman in 3 years. Almost see SS school to chain Abambia in our history. Inti sa SS school na no sina kojo ponkruma o jantra na bebo no Maryland na san kwase aforum go na ombeda no. Omo mana na ebeko sa school na sempreku. These are the fools that piss me off. Odididi nkofo yiri dum achi edi di jantra fo wi na ohoro na no ho abetena ho se one de ono o kakabrofo ntie. These are the fools. Omo misleading Ghanaians. John Dramani Mahama, under his leadership, and Ghana for who schools around the nation. School ba could be a John Mahama CBA na efa not less than 1,500 students. School ba could be CBA. John Mahama in 3 years, 4 months. These are the kinds of projects when it comes to education. What's John Mahama be collapse free SHS kwasia. Muna mukawona en kwasia 40 Kufuor mo F taking Ghana for granted. Because fools like you, we will live with you people for a long time, and because of your silly, stupid, selfish mistakes, a fool like a Kufuor who will die in the next 3 years, he will use you to destroy lives for hundreds of years. Me jujum na matiasia enkwasiafo we na say Ghana. It is a young man like Ojo Ponkruma etna TV so catch Ghana for say, oh, John Mahama say mo mani be the president obe say free SHS. Abra John Mahama and the building all the free SHS schools, majority of the free SHS schools, blocks were Ghana. John Mahama is here. Into kwasie na osi yes schools na ma wo jantra for ma na di o mechi o Maryland na say omo abokubino. Na osi ama Ghana for Kojo upon Krumamo, we say, and also the constituents of Mututiano by a movie, Jimmy. We Ghanaians are stupid. That is why people like Kojo upon Kruma today can say, me the show ba, me ma 8 reasons tia tuma baumia, abra ya to airden $1.17 Ghana. Na kwasia we so, or be catch young man who need you say, or no atna so 8 years, waji sikako pono. Akota frota fre mass no, yen sama ni 2 million na kwasia, ne katre banya tintin on san kota fre asha ufuase. This is the nonsense we see. Because when the people who are leading you don't respect you, this is what you get. Maybe under free SHS, a Juma John Dramani Mahama, the kinds of schools are Mahama AC. For a fool like Ojo Ponkruma, man kama chema won't mean kwa nkwasiade we ni ndidi na tem. Nankama kwasie bi o MPP munkoye ni anka say oh where dey we Jimmy na you call yourself so wako school ya tetew wo de wasuan woma and the wada ne kwasie de say chema wontumi dirty street politics say John Mahama will cancel free SHS. I'm trying to find you every single thing he talked about. John Mahama deliver no, this is free SHS under John Mahama.
Germany Mantadoshi Wakogo. Hey, baby, yeah, yeah. Hey, baby, NDC, Jam, Faso, NDC, Oshaba, Odiso, baby, Kake, no, Ayate, Jam, Faso, Mahama, Oshaba, Odiso. Is changing Ghana. Mahama is changing Ghana. Walk up, go.
If I'm not touching my okwa, and this party and I egba. Luchuma want you mo German. Yakwa dwashwo la fella. Pasuma baki. And what track back when two berry. Yo a job on a mantade shit. 2016 last year, Muna Chiki. What do mommy come of Wayon? Someone saw na hey Jabado. What do mommy come of Wayon? Germany.
NDC Oshawa, Odiso, Idebi Keke, No, Ayate, JM Traso, Mahama Oshawa, Odiso, Idebi Keke, No, Ayate, JM Traso, Asumjewo, NDC, changing lives, NDC, transforming Ghana, NDC,
Mahama is changing Ghana.
JM Traso, Asumjewo, NDC, changing lives, NDC, transforming Ghana, NDC.
Mahama is changing Ghana.
John Dramani Mahama, Mauna Yira Madon Kodeji Gojo Mare, Masako Malavene Jaka Papa, Miponti Fafa.
Asumjewo, NDC, changing lives, NDC, transforming Ghana, NDC.
Mahama is changing Ghana.
Asumjewo, NDC, changing lives, NDC, transforming Ghana, NDC.
Mahama is changing Ghana.
This is just under 3 years. More of them were not captured. How can you Kojo Ponkroma come sit on TV say Mahama say obetwa free SHS mu e kire kwase ampanyin sa no ubu Ghana fo say yejimi a kire mo no modwen say ye nkwase afo ohu modwen say ye moa modwen say nyina say abronye. And what pisses me off every time the disrespect no mo Ghana the voter no just say upon kroma kwase ampanyin wo hu say nyina yejimi. Now o can say me or say improve your medical care, because Bawumia ne Ekufuado the agenda 111 abakwasia. Ya kache Bawumia say e-levy on beka hwansa no say Ekufuado na de baye. And the kwasia o kache say Bawumia the agenda 111 aba. After 8 years, hospital bena motume sia nipa kuma kwaja yarsa. After 8 years in government, hospital bena kwasia for after all the borrowing. Kojo pon kumra kwasia hospital ben and a Ghana need to me room. I Ekufuado de asobo for my yesi a regional hospital. Ye to me come kwaja yarsa fee. Then you sit on TV and tell Ghanaians and say, oh, John Mahama there on dog Ghana, but we say agenda 111 be na John Mahama ba agenda 111 or bepepa. Where Jimmy? O journalism now no. That school of journalism was semulego na no. What did you people go learn there? Every single day, you people expose yourselves. You become more stupid. Minim se embasana motafri ajantra fuasana motafri no. Se pono no. Se sikaka krana ba mutimu no. You don't even think. Mon jene Ghana for mo Ghana for so mwe Jimmy. You people have become so stupid to the point to say you think say you can just say anything. When we talk about healthcare, medical care, aban ben na wa Ghana esi regional hospital, NPP. Since I see MPP, Munsi one regional hospital. Mostatika agenda 111 hunsem. Mostatika 88 hospitals. Ebesin the Munsi Bako. Emma Obatine Ankum. The whole MPP as a government from Kufuor time. Ebesi Kufuado Edeba Umia time. Hospitals are Lodina Mahama, John Mahama Yire Esino, Muntumi Sibi. John Mahama, ne Yire Lodina Mahama as an individual. Hospitals are what you may see as a woman. As an individual, I feel botomuno NPP as a government, as a political party, in Kwasia 47 Muntumi Sibako. You are coming to talk about the healthcare and agenda 111, but we are talking about Afari Hospital in Moa Mobile Ukojo Konkruma. Senka oni munyansa. Anka mobile Afari Hospital, anka mobe bie ema asantifoni Ghana for akuba kunyasa ayaresa kwasia. A young man like you don't care about your health. Sewia Hospital. A young man like you, Kauni Munyansan and Kaun Jimmy Ya, Kabajina Parliament, I insist the president be a Afari Hospital no. Sewia Hospital no. Be a Dodowa Hospital no. Kwasiata Sawujina Parliament. The Winiman say Pono and I would imagine our Tavita Jantra Fwasi. All these hospitals are sitting there. Anka nurse for benya ejuma aye because ubu Ghana for so much jiminti. Kwasia wabetena YouTube so ube ye show. Ube ma Ghana for 8 reasons inti amamo ntuma Mahama. Nanka unjimi ya ukromo fuasa yiribi hospital ben oho. Ukojo Ponkroma. Enya yirefu ayirebi fo bi na omagimi na MPP taroma kuma ho ena mo person beka no kura. Eye den na obetena so 8 years ukroma yirebi. O district awo, o district hospital NPPC ye we Jimmy. Education yen kan kire mo se nya book na mo kenkan no. Eye at the end of the day how you apply your basic common sense. Now, you ministers or you MPs, you have become stupid social media bloggers. Into most sorry, the Amuya say, what is the social media? And as some boys be a margin endru zomiangwano, zomingono, namonum to war air casantimojin say you can fool everybody. So our bloggers now, Omutri Akesia Kesia a choke nominal and Ghana no, Omagini endru zomiu. And they cannot influence an intelligent Ghanaian, never. In China, Ghana for Jimmy. When you get the opportunity, you group all Ghanaians under a chairman to me level of intelligence. And in Kwasia for social media, Ghanaians are far ahead of this this stupid propaganda. Me and Obia Osha me Kevin Taylor will never listen to Kwasia for boys. Yomuti say edamangwasi. Say those boys no and are those kind of people, dirty riffraffs who cannot put their thoughts together and a bit more convince Ghana answer to vote because of those dirty people. No, Ghanaians are wide awake. They are not stupid again. I'm responding to your 8 questions. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. 2012, you were the host of Newsfile, and I'm a boy. Thank you, Mr. S. Otna TV so I interview journalists. Kwasia ende ye jiminti. This is Kojo Ponkroma 2012. Muntie no. You see, mama kanche Ghana for. Dia mo MPP mbesa mu ye no. Obi ama mu space biem. Kwasia for ma. This is Kojo Ponkroma. Muntie no 2012. Na Mahama na president.
Week just gone by, the NDC held its extraordinary delegates congress at the Babayara Stadium in Kumasi to confirm the nomination of John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, as the party's flag bearer for the 2012 presidential elections. It was really not a surprise. It was just a matter of by what margin. At the end of the day, it was by a margin of 99.5% to some 0.5%. The former president and founder of the party, to the surprise and excitement of many, was at the Congress. He spoke, and he spoke about unity. He asked for a number of things to be done if indeed the reconciliation being called for will see
These people, they have sat on radio and TV. They know the truth. You are talking about medical care. This is under John Mahama. This.
Spend the day with me in a hospital in Ghana. So I started my day off in the emergency room of UGMC hospital, after which I was then moved to another ward when my condition stabilized. I was told I would have to unfortunately spend the night in the hospital, so I opted for my own private room just to make my stay more comfortable. I didn't really know what to expect just because I've never spent the night in a hospital in Ghana, but I was honestly pleasantly surprised by what I was offered. The room was really clean and spacious. I had my own appliances like a microwave and a kettle. I even had my own fridge and a flat screen TV. I also had my own private bathroom, which was also a really good size and really neat. I was given a variation of different soaps, bath gels, shower gels, toothbrush, toothpaste, you name it, basically everything that you would normally get in a hotel. So I made myself comfortable, changed into my scrubs, and then the nurse brought in my menu so I could choose what I was going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner the next day. So the next morning, my cousin brought me some stuff from home, like a change of clothes, my laptop, etc. And this was her reaction when she saw my room. You come on vacation. She was genuinely just shocked at how nice the room was and likened it to a hotel room or just somewhere you would stay on holiday. So I got myself out of bed, drew my curtains, that was my window view from my room, and then I hopped in the shower, which was cold, but I didn't mind because I normally do take cold showers anyway. I got out of the shower feeling super refreshed. I hadn't showered in a whole day, so best believe I was in there for ages. When I came out, my cousin had hung my boo-boo dress in the wardrobe. So this is the wardrobe that you do get in your room, which is also a really good size. You even get some hangers. So I went in and changed and even sprayed some perfume because, as I said, I hadn't showered in a whole day, so I was doing everything to get myself feeling back to normal. I was honestly just so happy to be back reunited with my laptop so I could do some work. So I tried to get into the Wi-Fi and realized that I needed a password, so I just rang the buzzer for the nurse to come. She came in, gave me the passcode, and I was in. The Wi-Fi worked a lot faster than I expected, so I was able to get a good amount of work done while my cousin made herself comfortable in her little corner and dozed off. I started feeling a bit hungry, so I decided to dig into my breakfast, and I got what was supposed to be an English breakfast, a chicken salad, and some fruit. The nurse then came in to check my vitals vitals like my blood pressure and my temperature. And then she also drew some blood to run some tests. This was like my 4th blood test, and I only have 2 arms, so you can imagine just how sore my arm was by this point. I was over it. So I decided to just unwind for a bit by just taking a stroll around the grounds. And this is where I really got to take in the beauty and the cleanliness of this hospital. When I fell ill, I panicked because I honestly did not know where to go. I had never been to a hospital in Ghana for an emergency, and I feel like you hear nothing but horror stories when it comes to hospitals in Ghana and just general negativity about the healthcare system in Ghana, which I'm not saying are not true, but are just things that made me panic when it was actually time to use the healthcare system in an emergency. But staying at this hospital honestly really put my mind at ease, and I know exactly where I'll be going if, God forbid, I do have another emergency. So yeah, we spent about 15 minutes just exploring the grounds of the hospital. I feel like these videos don't even do the hospital justice of capturing the sheer size of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this may be one of the biggest hospitals.
This is UGMC built by John Mahama, saving lives. Also, the under medical care. Baumia is building Agenda 1. And I can see, I know, I'm say 11 a kufu at the buy. Now, then Agenda 111 Baumia at the buy. I'll because of Mahama. This is huge. This is Bank of Ghana Hospital. Kwasia for watch. You are talking about medical care, John Mahama. You are comparing the NPP to John Mahama. And that is the reason why people should vote for Baumia. What do you mean? That is Bank of Ghana Hospital. This was done under 3 years. Kojo Ponkuma, you are stupid. The reason I'm saying you are stupid is that you are in the same profession now. And young people like you, when I must say the youth, when I must say Ghana, in Penifon, Kokradi Seku Ford, Jimmy or Ghana, because they'll get fools like you are. Your priority in life, some of them are not better for hippies near the idea to make sure say that is where your money goes. Monkwasi say the youth are stupid. This is Bank of Ghana. This is rich. This is rich. you sit on TV, yama politics are full. Your youth you are very comfortable in misleading them. COVID-19 by your health minister Ajima Medu, Okoda Eden, Ankoda Bank of Ghana Hospital, Ankoda UGMC. Napo, Yaria Bono, and Bank of Ghana Hospital on Kotoya. In Kwasia 47 na motete Ghana na mo say Ghana, you see, oh, the young people, me say. Some of the young people to say upon Kruma no Jimmy. Upon Kruma ko pie Korea and come kuna to actually. I'm telling you. Japan come Petro Gunuso. Because you see, the young people there, they don't take these things for granted. Oh. And the Ghana ni yare na onya serious surgery. UGMC, Rage, Bank of Ghana, and omono metime save no. Since you say a TMPP, Mostatica agenda 111. Muntumi nji nipa ba konkwa since say a TMPP. And then a young man like you. Ebetina TV so catch Ghana for say 8 reasons why you should not vote for Mahama and vote for your stupid party that has not done one single thing to save a life. One single thing to save a life. So fools like you are being paid by the taxpayer. Nipa na onama bontene na ohunu se we jimino. Ono ne agege ne sem sika na de amount say pay. Now the question odi akodi agantena for into what's Betina TV so episode kire say the young Ghanaian no we jimi. Kojo Ponkruma talked about public purse. Mahamudu Bawumia will protect public purse. We are here. We are here. And the Bawumia, Ekufuado, there was a reason to Ekufuado go for Bawumia, also because of your economist, to come and protect Ghana, your public purse. And they are saying, in the history of the Republic of Ghana, from Kwame Nkrumah to Ayade and John Mahama, near the 120 billion. John Mahama near Tamil's presidency, Ridge Hospital, Sewia, DN, chip compounds, Temaport, DN, 54 billion. And among Kwasiafo, who upon Kruma, why a journalist to send me pain. You can research, you know the facts, but because politics say Jimmy Winty, Ojin said the youth know what Ghana near Mwanti, what better TV so catch a Ghana for said say, Bawumia, or no now, so or your economist. Mahama was not an economist, though. Emis Atan an economist. Atamils not your economist too. And the Bahama, who was the vice president, and the Atamils are not on your economist, no. They were able to sustain this economy. And the Kwasia we on okaso or your economist or term dollar from 3.8. We are speaking today, dollar was 17.25. Now upon Krumanka Bugana Fwa and Ka Bugana youth and Kakwasia and Kabakacha Ghana say we no protective public purse. We are talking about a debt over 600 billion. In less than 8 years, we are getting closer over 700 billion. The young fan can become over 1 trillion. Odo kwasiati esheshete ka kire Ghana for say Bawumia will protect the public purse. Now for the past 8 years now, what was Bawumia doing? He was eating shit. Was Bawumia eating shit? Was he not the head of the economic management team? Yanti and Obama list the economic management team at NDC Nibi. So for the past 8 years, now Bawumia odi bini. Inti yansa for economic Bawumia because ye moi. You people, do you think? When I see you people disrespect the people of Ghana, it pisses me off. It gets me angry because in Kwasia 47, you looked filthy and dirty in 2016. Kojo upon Kuma, 2016, now why you think to say pro politics inti, ye jiminti, ya tam taxpayers money amount, and there 8 years who pay and muda, unya pex, utukwanko abroche, odo mako abroche, uyeko abroche, enye bi eto hu kodi jantra for kotopo no show hu. Kwasia 2016, this is how you looked.
So we are granted now pay Jumaya. We may be trying to say before I come over Juma on Kayo. Ye may be a factory you are now who's one the BIA. Who we are part of to get the BIA. What facility the BIA. So we are back now on San Juma. Now Pekete Kakadia, the mouse Saka without the idea. That's it. Yeah, because we may be a polite super for. If we are the catcher of 7% will call out almost say your Pokuma. And then because saying Yamian Yam, so what's Abamania? You better be at a Mansa Education Trust Fund. The man for 200 scholarships and fear 90. And you are a better work, and I bear one another. deɛ ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa wapɔ mu di nsɛm meba wɔ hɔ no mekae wo sɛ nipa 100,000 ne ɛwɔ Akyemasa district no wode bi ana wo mpɛ masɛm ba nipa 100,000 na woka wo no yɛni doctor wɔ ha enti to aba ma me na menkɔfa doctor ne ama no pick up na ɔmbrɛ wo nkyɛn na ɔma wapɔ mu di nsɛm
Kwasiato 2016 on the okojine kurase okeka kire omo ontumi nyemu ba kokora because ohun kurase fo no ohun ni kromfo so magimi and otin kran abeso camera so ohun e ban na onye sika wi obetena nkran so camera we jan kurase fo de gukurase wo omo agimi ohun ni hu fin I say e krom enwurem nanka ohun ni hu fin I say we di 60 ye ne sika ne da so akwa we mu abeduru hanne Kojo Ponkuma kwasie ya ende Ghana economy be edu no ono ka kire Ghana for say ono ebe protect the public purse ni krom wo hunsa ka kire mo o se obe create adwuma ma mabunu no koni krom ofuanso ayirebi na ye ne yenjimi ya ka hwane kwakọ sala ya to abama Kojo Ponkuma ende ko ofuanso ayirebi ne kohwe e kwan kro ntumi nye 8 years we di mba mo wankran nyina ontumi nye bibia on krom na ye ne Ghana for bi yejimi ye moa ye ndwene ye tu ensema ne ewrefi problems anka Kojo Ponkuma mo nisa komko parliament biem because in faso be na enya onmu. Sometimes when we sit here and we tell you these things, these people are filthy people. Kojo Ponkuma na asefo omo are filthy. They are just about the money. They don't care. Kojo Ponkuma 2016 jina eyedien ni krom ka cocoa farmers and saa time na ogina ho ekeka sankwase 2016 no na cocoa ekuafo mo nyina na cocoa fertilizer mahama de cheomo and kwasia omo ekuafo no pontumi nya sika nto cocoa fertilizer we ede na nipa sala ekoto abama no Jimmy we ne obetana TV so obeye show ono be my 8 reasons nti am yentuma bawo yentuma mahama yentuma bawomia because ye nyina ye Jimmy nti ye Jimmy te sa abronye ye Jimmy te seche ma wontumi nti ye nyina ye sorry na wo 8 points no ye ndi akire nkoto amama ba omia otwen ba hwe Kojo Ponkuma nkasa no o se ba omia will grow the economy. How is he going to grow the economy? Mahama will destroy the economy. Mahama ja economy no jama ba omia no sa na tie economy about me jama about me na dollar ye 3 to 8 no and the same economy no dollar no $1 is to 17 to 30 inti economy the ben about me be grow we jimi kasa by heart first no na ye hu manim moditi radio so a enkwase abrofo bi o makenkan na mo ka kire inti adwo se mo nyansa manyini na mo beda ne nkwasiafo Kojo Ponkuma nyini nchami o. So don't sit there and make it look like upon Ponkuma nyini chen Kevin Taylor na Kevin Taylor tipena upon Ponkuma mo na efe Kojo Ponkuma onyini nchami o. Inti you should understand where people like us we are coming from. Kojo Ponkuma onyini nchami o. Inti we Jimmy a ma menchiro he Ponkuma na to so ma 8 reasons inti mentuma mahama tuma eba omia no hwe ni kuro ma menchiro ni kuro kwan after 8 years. After 8 years in power, why minister, why dien, why jipedium, and the other way minister heard the crum quine, Quasiato, Uber catches over your show. Inti, sa show no, Kojo Ponkuma crum quine.
My scary soon. They are fancy campaign. A fancy campaign. Hello, this is what the Thomas are. We are over to the car. Hey! We wabetom.
Kojo Ponkuma ne constituency ne kwan ni o. Obetena nkran hye white shirt abetena camera ase ye Jimmy nti. Ohu Gen Z for so mo Jimmy kika bibi kire omo no mu di ne kwan ni. Obi to us young people in politics nipa we Jimmy ontumi nye leader. It's not about the age, it's not about oya kwara wo. Ye won penifo o mo Jimmy ne won kwara o mo Jimmy. Ye won penyi onim nyansa. And one kwara munim nyansa. Into my main country, these people they have failed everybody. They don't deserve anybody's time in Ghana. Me, my team, they can put 20,000 evidence. 20,000 evidence about these people and how they have disappointed Nikro. On one Nikro for Wadada Omo. On one crop for after 8 years, when to men Jina me anya kwana momo, kwasia betan crying say, on 8 reasons in tia, I was a Ghana for Toma Baumia. Kwasi ampanyi no ni kromfo mrewa ne nkokora nyina besa lai wo gina nsuom ya bubi ani abi ani paapaye e ma ne tumi so onkon kran na onkope eyeden tumi na onfa be ye omokom kwan na obeduru nkran no ajantrafo no gu omo so kwasia ni kromfo nie e na omo kasa no kojo ponkroma oso eden owo show na momunim de de ba
bokodi ejana do na mo fenye na be ya ofuase achim ofuase ya ye portrait ye bani nso ate na se kwan he ya ba be ka se kijene na sa se sa kijene na sa na ma ta na chokwa do ka se ye so efu kuma ye ba be sa ko bra ye do ma se na o atika we mu atewe wo ya o ka se ye jo ne do akọ efe ye do ko empemfo no bia we ko so se we ko do konfra ko se na o ka kire kana ko do ponkroma mu de nyame anim no kure ni omoa yen kra na bo omoa yen otimi kenze meble wa ya akwan ni adenze hu ko bia o ye be free achim ofo ase ha ebebesi achim blaso kakra kwa kakra short distance way utimi na ante kra ko se iso to utimi fa kwa we so iso to utimi nko be bia enra keza na etimu ase ya so ni pa kra na tata wa se e twen enkofo so etie na ni tata no nya round de won tinya twen e ga no peda ba be boy ho etene mo ba ya na ese we wum no no e kwa ye chawo na what was on akwa yi then I will catch it on for and I will catch it because you better aba anytime your politicians no much opportunity no matter that you talk about movie so you know for to dia omo ye na jama yi then I will catch it so the ya next election you dey be ada one ya say ne dey oh say what ma mu ni da ho na ye nya MPP sam nya dey because say better over na ba national mo ayen dey na e hia say atuma so enzie dey get be bia mo je ni e dey atan wachi say otima ye boa our party na dey akwaso ni e better over na ba kwa tena ho e wa bla ntu ni bla me he na say be bless dia na tomato so bi eni so ya na say opo kuma mo say yi mo ayen kapet so mo usa ba to anu me na so no one started this cabeta gojiji juba so aso mo be ye na da kuma ko he akokwa so e kwan free subu e ba wo kwa so o meju akwan no efele e no mo ye break kese bi e wo bepo no mienu ntam sei na ho no me ye no o ma anya guided like o dan come samenti ho nanka
make match show hundreds of videos for your Ponkroma constituency kwasia obet catcher say obe my 8 reasons why I don't vote for Mahama o join. These are the fools I keep talking about in Ghana. Such a dirty politician. Or who you tell some Jimmy into a quarter watch tantan bi na kwasha shirt tantan bi abegina ho obeka brofo obi Jimmy ntiendi nechi Ponkroma. This is Ponkroma. Listen to him in 2040. Listen.
Certain essential services like health. But what you certain essential services like health.
This is 2014. Listen to Kojo Ponkroma. Kwasia obeka kire 8 reasons. You
certain essential services like health. But what you certain essential services like health. Now I must say, but there are other benefits to be a yampo, but no quite no but the yeshe aketuan tumu a akachire a yensanka, siensanka ya nipa bewa yemma. In your own view, do you think say a fair to the nation? ABC MPP time, ABC NDC time. It's not the first of its kind. Is that the way forward for this country? For the poor and the vulnerable?
Make I say, your party are expressive position. Your crampo ni yasre parties do okrum hey. Menyante say party general secretary bianin in penny for crampo a press conference to show concern and to call on them to go back to work. Your party are expressive position. Esan said the ekoso no say Ghana ni babia what is enkofo EU hospitals because of ABCD and when enye ho. Your party are expressive position on it. Your expressive position so ya kire say utu ejamoafo no so no. Na utu momonefo baby ka ho benti na ama almost decided say on be sad. Thank you. Gospel for so only pharmacists needing come be 4 years. Me kai be 4 years ago na me Ojo FM. Omo buy on be kan o masem your friend employment minister. See ye negotiate you 4 years down the line. Then negotiation go on ye wie. Me nkase de ekoso no ye fo so. Ye penny party about abekase ye sre omo ko back. But say BBNC a kukuru no enya ya. Eno na omo so omo ye de omo ye. But enumpo no Meaning this was what describe them as hypocrites. At the ayeka politics, what men are dirty. Me show what doing dinner so meba.
Men cast woman a hypocrite. Me say certain professionals.
No problem.
A political agenda.
Brofo need you to me done in saying about Danny. But point I mean making say even you know mo nyadwe. Say me say me know mo nyadwe say oji X gallons of petrol. O say yemfa onkonko sisi. Me know mo nyadwe. But I will not classify them as hypocrites because it makes the environment dirty. It makes
this
it
is
difficult.
What they did. Own the shirt. I saw Oton Papa and Papa. They sat on radio and they made it look like say they are for the youth. Mamu Bumfu, ya ba, we are the young ones. Ya can ekufuado ho kwasia. And Robert also my 8 reasons. Nanado dan kwekufuado we nyini chen Ghana. Nanado dan kwekufuado we nyini chen Ghana kwasia fo na mde ne breye. Since say MPP regional hospital based in there. Oka public debt. Oka Baumia protecting our public debt. Bank of Ghana, they made a loss of 60 billion. Abuofunu. What now radio so why journalism to send me? You are acting like a fool. Why I won't say the echoes yet? Because kwasia bi ma camera bet na enimu akra. No abetwitwa koda dankwara. Ghana youth na se enkoto abama ona kwasia. Yentua wo kana fokopa ajantina fokota frɛ omase. Upon crowd see a Jimmy ana. I am on Muji see a moana. I am a Ghana for you see a Jim such a mountain to me. This is the reality on the ground. And internet may started this episode. Me catch you say Japan now pay ya commercial petrol so show. You don't want the betterment of the people. Now again here upon crowd again here. What is a priority to you now? Or priority is saying but we are the president. Now, Munda Untina power. Now, Kwasia after 8 years. I feel like I so about Bessia close to 1 trillion. No men sama Baumia to me. Where Jimmy? Before election 2020, 52 billion cedis a Bank of Ghana. Transit moving from the commercial bank to Bank of Ghana. Ebe sinde 52 billion aira Kwasia. Young man, you don't have a problem. You are sitting on TV telling me we should forget about this and give your boss another 4 years. Where Jimmy? Are you foolish? Do you think 52 billion transit a revenue collection amount for your more room taxes your revenue your transit is free commercial Bank of Ghana to the Bank of Ghana. Auditor General Bakaja said 52 billion before election 2020. Ayira, a young man like you, Kwasia Oba need 12 years. Kojo Pankruma, Oba Bienu already 13 years, 15 years. Oda want to air protect it. President and the vice and Kwasiafo after 8 years, Omun to miss one hospital. Are you foolish? Where Jimmy? So what makes you a human being? When you set smiling Benz lights. When you set smiling Benz light, na motete Ghana na Kwasia Samu and Amudi. This guy, the constituency.
Horrible road, or Daofuasi road, very, very horrible. The Minister for Information comes from this place. This is his road. Oh Ghana, God have mercy on us. Cars are broken down on the way. Ghana, God have mercy on us. Until when? Ekosi Daben. Of Wasi Ayrebi Road from Oda, horrible road. Minister for Information, stop sleeping, come and see your hometown road. Oh, God.
Acquire the Nisa smiling Benz upon command, Chrome Quine new, and what Washa White shirt, ever my any 8 reasons why we should not vote for Mahama. Oh, bottom. I am ready for you. I am ready for your show. But you say Ghana for year 1992 for Ghana for no. We have changed though. Yanyan Kwasia for such a mount to me. Yen Jimmy Sabronyo. Ghana for Nyamwa Bimo. I am waiting. So this show, but I'm making. Kwasia for you want to destroy the future of the young people in this country again. In dying. More young people Kwasia for more nyene. Mo di nkokora we chi na nkokora we di Kwasia se na mo so. A stupid fool. See your town road, show Chrome Quine. Where the MP almost 80 years, show Chrome Quine. Nanya Ghana phone be near Jimmy, I don't know because Jina Kwan to Abamau. Now let's take care of business. We need a smiling Benz light. I'm waiting. Your time will show, no? Mr. P. Guys, stay with me. Thank you very much for the information. Now, Mamin come and take care of something else here. All right. Baby, but we are Chremo. Upon Kroma is done. We see. Attorney General Akasa about Akonta mining. More Attorney General on a buying lawyer pegini. Yebusa and semifa. Chairman won't to me galam say oh ye Akonta mining. Muntie response from Attorney General.
That's a big file that we can point to. Yes, you talk about the failure to deal with other perceived perpetrators of galamsey. But the point must be made again that clearly prosecutions are taken on the basis of credible dockets built after painstaking investigations. I have not really been made aware of the burden of any prosecutable docket with respect of any person involved in galamsey that the Office of Attorney General has failed to investigate. There has not been any docket built after any comprehensive investigations into the operations of Akonta mining that you say. But of course, time is not a bar. There is no time bar to the prosecution of crime, and we'll still proceed to do that. If indeed I come by any credible evidence at all, you can be assured I'll be the one, to first rush to court, because indeed I would like to also have the fame of having prosecuted another big person just like I did for Aisha One. So really, and then again I think if you prosecute more perpetrators of the act, whether they are small or big, for me that should be a lot of deterrence. If indeed some big men sitting somewhere are pushing people into galamsey and all that, and those people are arrested all their time and prosecuted and convicted and sentenced to minimum of 15 years in the case of a Ghanaian, minimum of 20 years in the case of a non-Ghanaian, I don't think there will be anybody at all to perpetrate such an offense. So it boils down to the point that whether they are big or not, is a prosecution efficiency of that prosecution as well as conviction that matters. And that is why I think, with all respect, the judiciary will have to cooperate with us by ensuring that galamsey cases are concluded as swiftly as possible.
Now, when I hear you say what you just said about Akonta mining, I have to ask you, I mean, you're the same Attorney General who watched a TV program and based on what you heard, rallied your office to take action against
Heritage Imperial.
Heritage Imperial.
Yes, it is.
So I know that it is completely within your ability to take action without waiting for the police to come to bring you a docket. And when it comes to Akonta mining, ask for the evidence that has been presented in the media. There is an orgy of it. Your own colleague minister at the Lands and Natural Resources Ministry at the time wrote to Akonta mining to tell them that what they are doing in the forest was illegal. They called it illegal. Besides that, we brought evidence, images of Akonta mining equipment in the same forest reserve. We brought evidence of their mining site. I think all of this was presented.
I think the issue is quite simple. I mean, you allude to an action taken by a minister before I was appointed as Attorney General. We must, it's not a problem at all that it occurred before I was appointed as Attorney General. But the point I make is that we must desist from alluding to a single letter, perhaps written without regard to the appropriate context and all that, and without regard to investigations that have been done or conducted on the strength of such a letter. As I said, I mean, it takes a lot to prosecute. In this country, you find a situation where a person who even did not, seek the relevant constitutional approvals and undertook a transaction and not be prosecuted, and the matter was proceeded, and only for the court for appeal to say that there's no case for such a person to handle or to answer. I'm sorry. So clearly, it indicates that prosecution requires a lot, and I'm saying that I'm not really aware, with all respect, of any set of facts or any prosecutable docket that has been built on or in respect of Akontama. It's definitely not too late, as I indicated. And I do not think
so. Attorney General, and thank you very much to the journalist who was interviewing this guy. I think he got his question very much on point, and his questioning was very solid. So I give him credit for that. I think it's a Joy News host, presenter. I don't know who he was, but I think the question was solid, and I really appreciate that kind of work. Now, Attorney General Asma Kenya say, "Yeah, interview Nebusa and say, na ye kagalam say wasem akonta mining. Ya kwachi akonta mining. Ye nyina enimu wiase nyina say akonta mining. Or ye galam say, Emma even Lands Commission e de krata aba abontene. Papa o ka say when Ghana Ekufuado lawyer penyini a o hwe Ghana emra nyina so. Se Ghana ni ho ka ye ni obi kwaku atwema nso on na behwe say eye de law ne insensem nyina no ono e na behwe so. O see journalist busan say yet kroma na Lands Commission eye aban institution e de krata abeto abontene say eye akontamane na eye chema wuntumi dia omo tu galamsey ewo forest mu ema ye satna ha ema obi te say Professor Frimpong Boateng na oye sector minister lands e de eye krata comprehensive document e be kire nipa dodo omo aban mu a omo ye galamsey. Attorney General say obeso ka kire Ghana for say as otiano evidence bie ni wa kire se sankofo no ye galamsey. In fact, Attorney General kasemu no o say yemfa docket bia mre no. So one, Attorney General ne ka say police for investigation bia fa mbekire no into no onim. Or say bibie ni wa e kire say your credible evidence e kire say chema untumi owo akontamine ne ye ne dia etu e dia galamsey wo ye forest im so no onim evidence bia ni wo. There's no credible evidence. Or see the police emfa docket bi mre ne ka say docketa obeso kire say police for krampo enya idea bi hu bi mpo saa no ne de onim say chema untumi nya galamsey bia o Ghana. Or see Professor Frimpong Boateng letter now the buy no or say a single sheet of paper just say enya one line bi no no obegina so e de akobu obi aten into second Professor Frimpong Boateng statement na otroye ne report no the Attorney General of Ghana is bullshitting it. He does not recognize Professor Frimpong Boateng report otroye or the evidence, date, locations, pictures, facts or the come out president no. Your Attorney General is telling you, say, that paper is a piece of shit to him because he does not recognize any evidence or facts in that document. Attorney General, Wofredame. Bania Tikrumha. Ena Edien. The Minerals Commission, Lands Commission, Akonta Mining Limited has no permit to undertake any mining operations in Tano Nimri Forest Reserve, Minerals Commission. Omo no mo de document ba bon tebeka Ghana for say. Chairman wuntumi Akonta Mining no. Omuni permit bia inti mining no mo ye na illegal. Attorney General say we nye enough evidence. This is your Attorney General and the Kufuado. This is the Attorney General opesa motuma ba omiano otoa so kwasia we. This is Ghana for you today. Inti even the government institutions now who are or which is working and the institutions which are ready to work to protect Ghana no, the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana does not recognize their work. That is the implications of what you saw. The Attorney General was trying to tell the world to say, he as the Attorney General, no, even if the Lands Commission had the document about Bontine Bekase, Chairman Wuntumi ya Galamsey or Forester, he does not see it as enough evidence to prosecute or to follow up. Even a sector minister to say, Professor Frimpong Boateng, in the report not true, the Attorney General is saying, he does not recognize it because to him, no, it is not a documenter, a documenter, or who say it has enough evidence to prosecute Chairman Wuntumi. And these are evidence from the Minerals Commission, Minerals Commission. This is the document. This is a legitimate document. It was issued by a government institution. It was issued by the Minerals Commissioner on the mandate to stop anyone from mining illegally in Ghana. The Attorney General says that whatever is written in this document, all the way back in 2022, no, he does not recognize it. Why should we keep these dwarfs in power? The whole government is a stupid shit. Nobody is human in this government again. This is a document I didn't write. This is a document you didn't write. This is a document from the Minerals Commission. Omokacha Ghana for say a year a contact my own to me. A contact mining, almost ye illegal mining or foresting. The letter, let me read it. The words. Today, your Attorney General is saying, said this is bogus letter. He does not recognize it because it does not have enough facts. None of the above leases fall within the Town on the Marine Forest Reserve or any forest reserve for that matter. The letter from the Forestry Commission and Minerals Commission dated 8 August 2022 and 7 September 2022, which are being circulated alongside the lease granted in 2021, have no bearing on the above set out leases. As indicated in the ministry's press statement dated 30th September 2022, Akonta Mining Limited has a pending application dated 25th of August 2022 for a mining lease over an area within the Town on the Marine Forest Reserve. That application has not been determined by the minister, who is mandated by law to grant or refuse such applications. And for avoidance of doubt, Akonta Mining Limited has no mining lease. This is from the Minerals Commission. And for the avoidance of doubt, Akonta Mining Limited has no mining lease. No mining lease, mineral rights, and or permit to undertake any mining operation in the Town on the Marine Forest Reserve, and steps are currently being undertaken to enforce the minister's directive issued on the 30th of September 2022. And the Minerals Commission can clearly in the letter say, Chairman, I want to be saying, if the Minerals Commission did not have evidence, how were they able to come out with this statement? Because from the statement I read to you, they have already shown that the document being circulated by Akonta Mining on the media platforms, it is fake. And to them, per their record, Chairman to Miss Akonta Mining does not have. So why should an Attorney General sit and tell us that the Minerals Commission, they are mad? A whole Attorney General undermining the powers of institutions. Mandate to protect us. You want him to be Attorney General? Why should I allow this idiot to be my Attorney General? Why should anybody even say, Toma MPP, na akwa wenda hunya Attorney General? Ye Jimiana, are we stupid? Are we mad? Now, Mr. S, you got me the video. Thank you very much, team. Let's watch this piece. Somebody just say, and the show is actually packed. And it's packed because you have 3 days to na jandamono. So we are back with evidence, facts to prove every single thing we say here. Now, this is the report on Akonta mining illegally. The Attorney General is telling you he has no evidence. Per the statement to make here, now moment share the clear evidence, the report. Time you go say Akonta mining without license. But Attorney General says, there's no evidence. There's a Akonta mining report. A buyer. All right, team. I'm not getting sound here. I'm not getting sound. The report is in, but I'm not getting sound. So if you can get me sound, all right. So my team, they are telling me that they are bringing me the right video. This production is on the spot production. As me Kasano, the stuff comes in, but they are telling me they think the video is corrupted a little bit. They are trying to get me the original video for us to play, because the video we have here is the original video, but it need the sound. But this is how our production works. As I speak, the team is actually working and bringing in the materials. they have told me the next 2 minutes I'll get the video to make our case. We are still waiting, but it is something that every single Ghanaian should be worried about, because so what is the Attorney General kasa abra or making sure say or be undermining government institutions. Even in the Attorney General statement, he was trying to undermine or discredit the former minister, Professor Frimpong Boateng, by saying, say, the statement or the report released, those reports did not have any clear-cut evidence. And so Frimpong Boateng report, he stated the amount of excavators stolen, the amount of lands that are being destroyed, the people involved, the companies, or but the Attorney General today is telling you, say, those reports and what we know about Akonta mining, illegal mining in the Attorney General of Ghana, or say on it there, he doesn't have enough evidence to prosecute Chairman Wontumi. And this should tell you that these guys are just in power. All that they want to do, and they say they are here to destroy. They are not here to help anybody in Ghana. They are here to destroy this nation. Into your Ghanaian, you should be worried. Mr. Are we good? So if you're a Ghanaian, you should be very worried when you hear an Attorney General speak this way. You should be worried because they are not willing and ready. And young Kofu in the country must say, you be a parliamentary. The first day you be a parliament, almost the bill to stop people from mining in forest reserves. You better not have seen there. Almost the bill be a parliament. No. Time a good organized labor forecast almost strike. Assemble na Samuel Abujina po Echo Kan or TV so actually the day I be parliament, they will submit that document and make sure say nobody mines in our forest reserves. Ebe Sinde, have they provided any document? Have they brought anything to parliament? No. What is happening in parliament? NPP Fuashada. You might think say, oh, they are fighting to come to parliament. No. The more you stop what is happening, almost stopping the flow of parliamentary business, it helps them to do their illegality. But you see, this specific one, I will explain to you why they are so eager to come and be seen as majority, because there's one thing they want to go do in parliament. The reason why they are fighting, say, parliament, majority to be considered majority, there's one agenda. And that agenda ended, they are backing all over the place because they want to do the last damage to us. Mr. S, okay. So, all right. Thank you very much, team. Let me, so the video is in. Thank you very much, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing the video in. My mention to bring it up so that you can watch the Akonta mining report. Another story. So, remember, this is a production in the world. They've been see as the show is going on. The facts are brought in for me to show to you. You need to understand when these things happen. All right, Mommy and Koshe Akonta mining video, quickly. Now, where did it go? What the heck? The video is missing. All right, let me try and find the video. Come out, please. All right, I've seen it. Thank you, Mr. S. Okay, so this is the Akonta mining video.
The Tano Anya Forest Reserve in the Awin municipality covers part of the watershed of the Tano River. It was gazetted as a forest reserve in 1955. Experts say it meets one or more previously established criteria for identified sites of biodiversity importance, including important bird and biodiversity areas. But this evergreen forest is in for its worst nightmare. An illegal miner has already invaded compartments 74 and 75 of the reserve. Large parts of the forest have already been reduced to pits and gullies. The devastation stretches deep into the reserve. Our investigations established that the Enchi District Forestry Commission knew about this nature crime 3 months back. But it was only on November 29th this year that the Enchi Forestry Commission head, Richard Entry, wrote about it to his officers, describing it as an attempted illegal mining. On December 17th this year, his deputy, ADM Felix, led the rapid response team to arrest the miners, 1 Chinese national and his 5 Ghanaian collaborators. They have all since been released on bail and their equipment released to them as recounted by this eyewitness.
At the time they came, there were 2 excavators here working. They did not take any action, but rather asked the illegal miners to take their equipment from the site and leave.
When we visited the reserve on December 22nd this year, we found evidence the miners have not left. We saw signs of continuous occupation and mining.
What we are seeing here is a brand new, unused gold washing plant. And it tells you or give you the indication that whoever was mining illegally within this part of the forest reserve has no intentions of leaving the place forever. They intend to come back to further deplete this forest reserve.
Contrary to the usual Forestry Commission's rapid operations on illegal miners, power plants and settlements of the illegal miners were left untouched.
You could see where they do the washing and get the gold finally. That is still intact, not destroyed. So this is the engine room where a lot of the operations, the central point of the operations happens. And you ask yourself, why did the Forestry Commission Rapid Task Force that came in here on the 17th of December decide not to burn or destroy this particular place?
I confronted the 2 forest guards tasked to deal with the nature crime in the forest.
Last time I buy and you say yes, cry a rapid phone bubia, but Riana and so no me as a young comra. See, it is one more beauty and no more.
They say who's or more, and I think say immediately you should destroy it.
Yes, it's me quite my bomb manager maniana by Friday. No, and answer watching a ground, beating a barbecue.
2 days after our visit, the Inchi district sent forest guards to go and burn the materials left behind. We learned that an NPP executive in the area was responsible for the mining in the Tano Anya Forest Reserve. When we contacted him, he claimed his mining was in a farm-admitted part of the forest. He would, however, not confirm he had a license or any permit for his mining activities. Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Tano Anya Forest Reserve, Western Region.
So, these are some of the things they are doing. And this is what the NPP is doing. And Intina, the Attorney General is saying, no matter the evidence you provide, and this is where we are now. The only option left for us is to vote against them. That's all. Inti, when we say corruption, it has become like part of the party. The NPP as a party, corruption right now, I just say it's part of the party. Inti, when they see corruption, it's normal. And it's an Attorney General can sit on TV and say, upon all the things you have seen, even Minerals Commission releasing a document, having a presser, giving facts that Chairman to me is doing galamsey seriously in our forest reserve. The Attorney General is saying, he has no evidence. You cannot prove it too much. He does not have any basis to prosecute Akonta Mining and Chairman to me. That is the sad state of Ghana. This is the sad state of Ghana. This is why we all need to vote for John Mahama and their NDC MPs. Yama NPP for opportunity of parliament, and we are done. We need to take on over America. When people are convinced about something, so because they unpair abaya, so we study America politics, any abana yetono 2 days ago now. So because I'm not satisfied with this government, I need a new government, or the 2 million the new government. And in the America, President Yadama Donald Trump, Parliament, Congress, Yadama Donald Trump party, and a Senate, yes, Yadama Donald Trump, because almost Donald Trump and the party taking full control of the country. Senebeya, when it comes to blaming them, we can blame them up to down. We cannot give half power to somebody to run a country. Enye juma. It is why I just say me to John Mahama, no ma to MPP MPA. You are making it worse. Then you are giving that power back to MPP. And intina skirt and blouse in this election are wrong. You need to give power to John Mahama, and then you give power to the MPs. Send ye beya omo parliamentar, omo betuma kase. Chairman won to me away galamse no. Yanchene mra emrenim na yanchena so. So one for 2 minutes ama NDC omo to me nye. So one for full parliament ama NDC. Enya full control about 170 to 180 seats. The NDC cannot do it. Inti Udo John Mahama, Udo Professor Nano Pokuajiman, Udo NDC, Opeso Mobe 24-hour economy, Ombe Women's National Bank, Omoba na first year students in all tertiary institutions, any free education, tuition free, Opese Omusi more schools, Opeso more equine, Opeso Omubia in Juma. The issue is so one for total the power more, they cannot help. And Juma, it will be a waste of time. In Ghana today, no, you are not supposed to even think about skirt and blouse. So, percent your master, because John Mahama muba, you're the parliament, ma John Mahama, you're the presidency, ma John Mahama. John Mahama ni NDC only excuse bia to make sure the 4 years, no, things change. After 4 years, ni will be near pamuomo. That is how politics is. Sana governance here. The people you give power to, don't give them room to give you excuse. And in America for no, among percent Donald Trump beba more excuses. Among percent Republicans more excuses. In terms of monje presidency, no, monje Congress, na monje Senate. Yeah, the 2 million in mamo. Let's see the almost more person here. You also want the total control of power. One farm man now man half on to me bibia. And no, the NPP are software are him for omuya corrupt no. They are all saying say tuma ba omia because omunyina no. So onwu so ohini bi gina baby kasa tuma ba omia na ne wo fa se galam say. Onwu so ohini bi efran tuma ebo ba omia ba so a na sa ohini na nkasa no 90% of them omuya galam say. So onwu so sofu bi gina ho ebo mpa ne tumfifre etietie ma ono sofu no one ba omia or connection or ye illegality or Ghana and they are all protecting their corner and there. In Ghana today, oh sorry, Abu Eye Kusibuatin, na ne yerete Baumia campaign basim. Kusibuatin, and then a yere eka Samira ne Baumia mo and no more campaign. Kusibuatin yere bag kutan $40,000. Kusibuatin yere uko eye NEPA, and I said National Youth Employment, or no and a board chair ne yere. Mami we onko school papa bia we ase. But because Kusibuatin no sent your oil yana dia na damfo ene baomia ono na ekache baomia se baomia be wini because aban we eboa money we diamond any gold cause Zimbabwe koton no Kusibuatin yire no protect baby ani krusika free ba intine yire no ende obekọ eye baomia campaign ba asemu no ne yire ye campaign gidigidi oya mahwan onya ma yesu so oye sofo yire when we say we dedicating a life so okoye their outreach amanyankopon say that dabi they are protecting where their criminal wealth is coming from. Baby omukro no ni free no. That is where they are protecting. Into a software ya mo positions no mu di politicians echi na omu kotwatro because ni kru Kusibuatin ye galamse no of waso ene na be ma netuma to bag $80,000 ene na betuma ma na sika inti as we sit in this country, no, there's nothing like having doubts about the elections. And as a voting skirt and blouse, the people in charge today, these people are criminals. They are sorry, ahinie, omumubino, and omudi dada mugana for. Na yeden a sofo yire. What the Encaudian say, a sorry for man abo mano, ebo mumutinya misama siye, ebu omukrunum, ebo omubra, said a beba omukrumun, so abo omunina atna efie. We jai a sofudiano, and in the disguise of politics, no, they are in a bus with Baumia campaigning. Busa said, dear Nebemanayesa, this woman, she is shitting on Jesus Christ and licking the butt of Baumia. You know why? It's because of money. One year go yes so and na no akotua Baumia to to me she wants to protect Nikunu ill-gotten wealth. I feel what I say. So when we sit here and we tell you say you need to be aggressive because so my team they are telling me say I should get you again. I should play the Akonta mining video. Dia me boy no na nya Akonta mining for the purposes of the clarification and getting the facts right, we are going to go back and listen to Akonta Mining, the facts.
Joy News captured this mining site belonging to Akonta Mining Limited, whose mining residue was being directed into the Tano River.
First, anywhere you reach in the forest or at bush, you just get a stream. You sat down there and drink, but now you can't get those streams. So in fact, our river bodies all has destroyed.
Just behind you is the Tano River. How do you feel when you see it?
In fact, how does the government feel?
Subsequently, we also captured some Chinese miners washing mining residue into the Tano at Boya and Bena, close to Samraboy in the Western region. Close to 2 years after our report, the criminal act is still being perpetrated by miners along the Tano River. Alhaji Salisu Muhammad Abu is an opinion leader at Samraboy.
If you look at the way the government has left people, government saying that he will put his presidency on Galamsey, illegal mining. In fact, it's rather worse. This is a campaign regime. We have been hearing promises, but we have no future. These forests and our water reserves. People are saying in 10 years' time or 5 years' time. Never. If this will continue, at least in 2 years' time, a change of government will come and this will still continue. I don't think we have future Ghana.
This footage shows a mining site located on the edge of the Tano River, washing its residue directly into the river at Samraboy. The river is highly polluted. Tests conducted by our team registered 0.346 and 0.187 milligrams per liter for arsenic and chromium, an increase of 592 and 274% respectively, compared to World Health Organization's accepted levels of 0.050 milligrams per liter. Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Samraboy.
All right, so this report is from Erastus Asaredonko, and it's got to do with Chema Wuntumi Akonta Mining. 2 reports I'm aboning in our Chema Wuntumi illegal mining. The Minerals Commissioner Becca, we are sitting here. Attorney General catch us only evidence. Why would any sane Ghanaian walk to the ballot and vote for the MPP? And then on Henny Sebio, so only Munyansa, oh sorry, if Ran Tumaka said, Baumia Mebo Abaso, a chair war Henry Crom 4, why do you need? I'm telling you. A chair war Henno, Uni Pebi Aya Gala. Aya then or Hina what Galamsi assasso, etumitun to Macassa, why are dear? Abra winning the echoes of assasso, Abra would it to me as a buying because Ghana assassin in Ashikufa on Sa. It's the way on Hina Galamse or assasso, Naba Umiana Mukromo Ashanti region. Now I bet now say, why are dear Panawas how in way Jimmy? I'm telling you, Sandy Pom to Cromonjuno. So Jimmy, either say war in another Galamse or for CBB, and now say where I so be or minor bro. If you say to me, I shall on Sano, when you're wagging say what the Wanyan Sambe Boa Mino, because Oti Krum, yeah, Galamse or Cruso, won't you say, politician also or Shemas idea didn't Sinabijina with him, or the Quasia Air Danase, Uniminanza. Actually, what Jimmy? Now, oh, you know, Ghana hanging baby. Now you have this destruction happening on your land. Eastern region, Western region, Central region, Northern region. The only place I mean who gala or a water region. Na oda hunshan kwasia fo edim na hwe insuo any destruction. Na o kase ba omia ye dawase. Why ye juma? Akwara na o se ba omia ekufo the free SHS ban. Insuo be na akwara na ekonom wo hini no wagimi. It's a fact. And I'm not going to sit here and say where the meto sebe. Adentina meto sebe. Because Edaya Ujimi no ebema ni pewu man can ranch I want tiasie. You see, I keep telling you Senko for you omu Ghana for nyina so mojimi. You see this man sitting on TV. And the government hasn't paid our school fees in about a year. And with registration ending this Friday, many members are forced to defer their courses. Because of this, we don't believe in their promise of free tertiary education for students with disability. We are Foster Kudese, student, University of Ghana, and the student with disability. Abetina TV to say, "Yenu anomo muwa kakakra sebi ebi eni efra sebi omodi dem kakra na omo tertiary institution no MPP for say oh baomia say mo de sebi omu hu ade intimi bedi president a mema mu nyina ko school tertiary university free and student na sebi omo de omu hu ade omo so te asem omo nyammoa no omo say na school ya tekura no eye ekọ beye afe nie sika wo se ye de ma ye de boy ho bra e wo school e wo no mo aban betina so muntua adenti na omonje wo baomia and MPP nkwasiafo wendi for baomia to even tell them say I am going to make life easy for you me ba be hwemu for free no abra currently sika also mo gididi no fa mo no it means that baomia does not respect these people and intina de bia me ka me say boy kwasiampanyi no nam Ghana na nifre ni kwasiampanyi bi no me say ye we nifrefo enyansafo ene ye wo enifrafo nkwasiafo boy ne friend Bulgaria no o ye nifre ni kwasiampanyi sebio aponche onam Ghana ni hu ade ode ne hu twitwi ban o ye better chain Bulgaria unima de kro if say Bulgaria no or your politics aboa sebio omo mu hu ade a omutumi pepa omutu bini no Bulgaria no onya opportunity to speak for himself and his brothers and sisters who cannot see, who need the help of a government to be able to even get somewhere to go no kwase any opportunity na already defending nipa na ono hu ni bini no na ono Bulgaria kwase no onya platform na oyeden ni nuanom na ono ewo mu situation no he forgets about them. Intimino I'll pick a goat that can rub its skin obetumi edenem hwedie ne bristles obetumi de ne honam atwitwi dan sebio onim bebi obeni egu echen eye Bulgaria sa ni freni sa Bulgaria no oye kwasea na wo a we ni freni sebio when opportunity to speak no so wan kasa ma ho a me ametia no na wasam nyame ya and intina you see people like Foster Kudesi. These are the wise people who fall under the umbrella of people with disability. We mu no ye sebio ni frafo mu ni nyansa. Na kwasea na no ho se bola bed sanga ya. Oti TV so ye jimi we. Or say ye twa le subod to toilet maliko wu baby. Because nyansa bia ni sa akwa ni trim. Let's listen to this young man what he was saying on TV.
Important point. Let me ask you, let's go to some of the specifics as far as the interventions from the Bamia camp is concerned. They've said yesterday that they will introduce free tertiary education scholarship for persons living with disabilities to remove the financial barriers to pursuing educational goals. What's your response to that?
First of all, MPP government, they are doing that already.
Yes.
Yes, 2021, February, I've forgotten the actual date, but it was 2021. They met the stakeholders at the University of Education, Winneba. So they introduced this grant for people living with disability. So they afford our school fees. But as it stands now, about a year now, they have not paid our school fees. And course registration is ending on Friday. And most of our members are saying that they are going to defer their courses. So we think this small one, they are not able to pay our school fees on time, and most of us are going to defer our programs. It means we don't believe in the free tertiary because the universities are semi-autonomous institutions. So if the university is saying that if you don't pay the money on time, I will not register you, you don't have anything saying.
Now you see, these are some of the wise people. These are some of the wise young people. Okasaro say, "Mudi bibi sa by a grant, who school near the day." But realistically, it's not happening. Inter then I also be German say, "Oh, mentor abama na metuma odia ubedi president ubeshwem school for free." Abrantian say omunyam kwasiafo, and they are not going to fall for those kind of stupid politics. They are not going to fall for that because sebio yenuanoma sebio omoni fra na so mo aka oye aban na wo ka asem so di so then aka 30 days yakoto ababeka che say wo de sakotoma me sebio yene ehu ade krampo no maye 419 na sebio yenuanoma mu hu ade. This is what we talk about every year. Every time MPP they don't respect any Ghanaian. I'm telling you. Sa party way because omo mo chichire na ejimi nti ama omo adwene yo mo se obi a oka party no bi ejimi we dwa masa yeah ma mention another thing yet krom ha na eye yese Bawumia ayeden wa launch bibia for the credit score ye ne ankasa as a nation your credit score nye erade yankopo and they are sorry in a significant step towards boosting financial inclusion and advancing the formalization of Ghana's economy, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has launched the National Credit Scoring System, branded as My Credit Score. Ghana as a nation. Yani ankasa ekroni nyina your credit score nye. And akwase bi ti Ghana so ono launch credit score. Tio. Ghana as a nation no. Eno nti na ekọ IMF a na ye pe besia kura ye nya. Eno nti na ende IMF we say one of those highly indebted countries and the over IMF book mo ya to number third and fourth. Ghana as a nation no. Ghana kuro na nkasa no. Uko ewiase a your credit score nye. It means say ye pese abo besia kura, ye pese aba me ye besia if you say ye sika sam nye. Ye ntoto ye nyoma ye. So the Ghana that Bawumia is the vice president in no. The Ghana that he is a vice president of Bedisuno. Under his leadership as the head of economic management team, no, your credit score as a nation a negative. But kwasia we to Ghana say wa launch be a friend credit score. Wati echire ye Jimmy. This is the deceiving. They just deceive everyone. Omo obi say ye Jimmy. Okachi omo say omo explain it to credit score no muntu nka. The NPP, nipa omo NPP munyina 99.9. Ubusa omo say what is credit score? Munima de kro. I am telling you, a app. Omo say launch another app. When you ask them say credit score no dia, they will not be able to tell you. I am telling you, Opo channel pa my NPP communicator embejina TV so. Nebusan say what is credit score? They cannot tell you. Mr. S, which one is this? Mr. S. When you read the IMF document, let me read this document to you. Now, I'm sure idea. Yes, about me, I launched the credit score. I mean, read the idea, been sure. There's a document from the Bank of Ghana, and it's a document you go on Bank of Ghana website and the IMF website. It is there. I'm sure. Ghana as a nation, your credit score nye ekuru nankasa. Send the otam Ghana so the kwaje besia. Obi obo besia bi ahwe kuru no because ekuru to bibia nim oma iska. And so kwase bi ti Ghana inside so no oma credit score. Na papa nankasa ohwe fie no so no. Sebio de obedi kro nya bindi. Na wo na wo hye na se na wo ye na koa no. Obeta o kire se ono benya duane edi. Hwade, let me read this to you. Yes, about me launch credit score. Own document with Ministry of Finance. Now, when you read this document, this is what it says. Wait, if you're Mankasa Ministry of Finance, who read it say Ministry of Finance. She ade Mankasa true. Flexibility. It may not be so. Point 24 is government going for policy credibility for its own program, or government has no internal program. T. Time na omoko IMF no. Asema mkache say, ye ko IMF no, a policy their credibility into na ye ko. And now say, omo programs no. Sebio engineer and now into read finance ministry and kind of document. This is what they write. Yes, government has developed its own internal program. Government is seeking to present an enhanced domestic program to the IMF. The proposed program should span a minimum of 3 years and seek to achieve the following objectives. 1. Improve the credibility of government policy and restore investor confidence in the economy, thereby regaining market access, boosting DP disturbances, and unlocking other financing sources. So the government itself, the reason why it went to IMF, reason to IMF is credibility. Omuni idea your friend no. Credit credibility. The government does not have that. So if the government does not have any credibility, it means the government itself, holistically, the credit score of the government is bad. So how can a vice president who led a country into a very bad credit score, and I say credit deficit, and I say credibility crisis, no? How can that same person turn around to say, well, Lanchi be a friend of credit score, what Ghana you need to follow through? Because of bad credits of Ghana, no internet DDEP buy debt domestic debt exchange program, and internet pensioner for a job musika. Now, when you read the point 2, restore debt sustainability and microeconomic stability to support green growth, economic transformation, and job creation while protecting social spending. 3, strengthen the central bank's monetary policy regime. And 4, build buffer to strengthen resilience to economic shocks. So already, the reason why Bank of Ghana, the finance ministry, and I said Ghana, you call IMF. The reason was that we did not have we did not have credit. We did not have the right credit to even sustain our economy. Inti for Baumia today come out to say or no Eddie be a friend or Eddie a credit score eba, and that you have to have a good credit. Also sika some jina and also and sana and the Obetumatina Ghana Sebio Ato BB and I say wait BB in Eddie in a period or and I say in a stipulated period be another time, you know. Baumia himself, he took Ghana to IMF because of Eddie credibility crisis in IMF. Was say your credit score no. Your credit score ning anything and they IMF. Into Omankasa story. Omankasa their policy credibility now. Oman to me end this so Emma or Manisika Semenjinasono and anything or IMF. Into Eden or Mano, Baumia Sabekachos or the BB friend credit score about. Now look at this. Let me show you something. Somebody asked Dennis Abuaje or Baumia campaign spokesperson say credit score no be a young person now chire me. Young person I mean ejuma. O catch am say me here credit score, more good credit score, make me free ade. Ejuma ni ho. Me nye ejuma ni bi nye. The sustainability of a job, and I say sustainable job, no, I don't see it, I don't have it. How do I get credit to be able to acquire things? On TV, no, a young lady asked him, chire mu chire sa credit score na mo de aba no. On one kasa oye Baumia spokesperson for his campaign, no. Or say kwatena se adwene ho omunim credit score no muntie de okaye muntie o saa de wona mo se ba omi lunch no Dennis Miracle Abuaje no onie muntie answer de ma aye ababawa no
America on this. Erica, so that's the pitch on employment. Okay. You are almost out of school, right? So what do you say to that?
Alright, so I'll start from the last point he made, that what if they are producing more, people will be able to get whatever they need. Here lies the case, someone has completed, the person is unemployed. But someone who is unemployed, where is this person getting the money from to even go and put that money down? And what would the person get the money to be topping up?
Let me help you.
That's where the fear comes.
No, she'll come. Let her help.
The fear, my fear is that, okay, I have my own business, you've come for something, you are paying in bits. Yes, that's fine. But then, where are you going to get the money? Will I not run the laws if you're unable to pay?
Erica, so let me
because you're unemployed.
Erica, let me help you.
Erica, are you done? So, are you done though?
Yes, please, with a question.
With a question.
Yes.
So I want to come back again very briefly on this.
Erica, let me help you. So you see, the credit scoring system has 2 legs of opportunities and advantage for the country. For you, the unemployed, those who are employed and they can buy are the ones who are driving the demand, not you. You understand? Those who can and buy, they are the ones who are driving the demand. That's why I said that you are earning 1,500 cedis. There are a lot of people who are earning 1,500 cedis and can save 10,000 over 20 months, and they have things they want to buy now. But they are saving for 20 months, so they are waiting for 20 months before they can buy what they have to buy. That delays demand. But with the credit score system, that person will be able to buy that thing now. What it means is that a lot more people can buy things now, which will drive demand,
which will require that we're able to supply more for you, the unemployed, to have an opportunity to work. So that is where, please hold on, Evans. That is where your opportunity comes in.
Yeah, but
because there are a lot more people
your answer
who
to
have
her is dependent on local production.
Yes.
A lot of the things that we purchase are imported. So we are only helping the economies of those countries that produce and export to us. And so what you're talking about will work for the countries in the West where they produce and send us the phones and etc. That will be the credit scoring system will actually be facilitating the purchase. We don't have a strong manufacturing economy that supports this for the creation of jobs that you are talking about.
But Dr. Mamia has thought about it. That is why the manifesto is integrated. So you see, and I like what Evans is saying. So when you put Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's manifesto, you realize that the challenge is raised is fixed again in the manifesto, where he says that, listen, we need to be able to drive local production. And the only way you can drive local production is when there is a way to ensure that we are buying a lot more of our local or locally manufactured goods. And so he says, we've been trying to encourage people to buy made in Ghana goods for a very long time, and we have had challenges. Shall we begin to look at how we can back this with law and make it mandatory? That's something we haven't tried before.
Mekacho say, Omokrasa credit score no, Omontiasie. Makacho say, we momo chibi. Yeah, Mameka Vivijo. The NPP as a political party, no, it is filled with people with a credibility crisis. As someone can essentially say, he started by saying, say, credit score stands on two legs. And from his own definition or explanation, it means the unemployed cannot fall under their credit score. But this is the same people or the same government or the same flag bearer telling us credit score is for every Ghanaian. The person who speaks for him, speaks for his campaign, is telling us, say, the credit score stands on two legs. For the employed who can purchase and the unemployed who cannot purchase in the day, where do they belong? Because you need to be employed. Now, when you are employed, when you have a credit, that is what the banks, that is what the companies look at. You can say, credit score, the ability to be able to pay now and in the future. That's all. When you are giving the services today, your ability to pay now and your ability to pay in the future. It is a method dying and there now $2 million. My ability to pay now, my mortgage $2,000 and not $10,000 this month. It means when the market changes in the next 3 years, never 10,300, I'll be able to pay. In your case of credit score, it is not about you saying to somebody, and it's again say, our market is a market which is a buy and sell. Our market is not a self-reliant market that manufactures itself and at the end of the day is able to cushion the system. Our market is a more import demand market. So now if it's an import demand market, it means it's a buy and sell. It give me my money and take whatever you want to take. How many people are employed? How many people belong to the employment bracket that can say, give me money and take money and give me this, and that I will pay. So when they say credit score, and it's not about America, the difference between America and Ghana, and they say, somebody might be working at McDonald's or to car, but somebody works in a bank in Ghana, you cannot buy a car. You know the difference? The difference is that when you go to the bank to go purchase a car, the bank or you go to a dealership, the dealership will check your credit score and tell you, say, you know something, this your score, we can give you this amount of rates. Because the amount of money you are making, the consistent payment now and to mean supported the purchasing. The amount of income you are making, it cannot support, say, the interest, and I say, a monthly interest, a peggy 3.2, 1.5. How much you are making, you cannot every month pay $200, which is the minimum to pay for this car. So you do not qualify for this credit. So when you flip the coin, now the Ghana, the credit score system will never work because, one, we are not self-reliant. And internet or kana or try to be a politician or see, oh, now Bawumia is saying, say, we should consume made in Ghana. It is not consuming made in Ghana. Do you have the market? Do you have the space to swallow the unemployment? And then when they are swallowed and they are employed, and you obi awa America biya yamane juma na oye juma biya na credit. It's a fact you need to know. You want for America juma de biya, but they don't have a good credit score to purchase. It is all better Ghana catch them and say, one, your main job was to employ the youth. You did not give anybody a job. You are talking about credit score. You are mad. What about them? These people don't know anything. They just come and they talk nonsense because the likes of Kojo Ponkuma, Samia Ukumone, Sankwasiafo Miracle Mono, Omuye Nyinasi ye Jimmy. This thing he's speaking on radio, any TV, no. Chairman want me to everybody think say, okay, because when you say Chairman want me Jimmy. But you see, the young Ghanaian, because when it comes to credit score, there are more risk. There are people who are at high risk. There are people who are medium risk. There are people who basically do not even fall within anything. You have not been able to class even your economy, who is at the high risk, who is at the low risk, who is above a high risk. You don't even know. And you can only do that when you have an economy that is self-reliant. This is the situation in Kwasi Afomoka say, Ghana beyond aid. We are not going to depend on any country to be Ghana. As we sit here, we have borrowed more than any government. Wait, Jimmy. So you want people like us to come and sit and say, Unim Nyansa, Kwasia. Now, we just say politics, now, automatically, it makes all of you intelligent. Modern say Mokasama political party, automatically, for Kwasia, he could not answer the girl's question. Because the credit score thing they are talking about, Ono Miracle Abuaje, in his life, he has not gone through what we call credit score in his life. Onye bida, onim ontiasie. Miracle Abuaje, on experiencing credit score that. Until kura, you didn't credit. Actually, you between the attorney the ultimate. Onye bida. Inti, he is just reading what they have texted him. Ya catch na oya den or catch America inflation, any Ghana inflation. How can you? At this point, you have an inflation across 20%. You want to determine what a bank should charge, how much rate a bank should charge. Where Jimmy? Your inflation alone can determine if your credit scoring system in your country will be stable or not. And now you people, you think it's just about talking. There are so many things that comes together for you to say this policy works. Into just launching a credit score, and you cannot even define it, you don't even understand. 99% of Nkwasi from the MPPH, they don't even understand this. They don't get it. So Abedina TV, so it has two legs, and then the employed and unemployed. He's just throwing words around. Jimmy, on Tiasie. People like us, Grandpa, Yen Sheda Enko Economic School Papa Bikrano, we, from our experience and what we have lived through, the system we are in, we can sit you down and let you understand, said about Mia and Kwasiasem, it will not yield any results. Now, look at this. Mahamudu Bawumia Akasembi, ma catch the Ghana for. Bawumia say, Mahamudu Bawumia say, oh wow. The time is running so quick. Yes, we are packed today. I told you guys, we are so packed today. What's the time in Ghana? 11:20. Jesus. We are doing over 5,700 views on YouTube, and I know, guys, 3 days near stop here, and there are too many things. Even the editorial today in Ukrampo, we've not touched it. Now, Mahamudu Bawumia say Bawumia will focus on mechanized poultry farming system. Yentiha. And John Mahamaka said we need to sustain our poultry sector. We need to make sure, say, that thing we call the poultry sector, no, you're breaking it down to the simplest form. Every single person who is even into something big, a bigger business, will be interested in doing small poultry. John Mahamanka. And the Bawumia say, Oba beye mechanized poultry. The most developed countries in the world, Asia, people have simple, small. Now I can say, oh, MPP me. That's all I can tell you. Satama Mahamaka say people are supposed to get into what we call peasant farming. Small poultry farming, to be another source of income that can support whatever job they are doing. Mahama was trying to let the people understand, say, when you hear about poultry, it is not the Daco farm. So you don't need to have 20,000 birds to be part of their poultry production. You can have 420 birds, 20 chicken in your yard at in a one plot. That one, no, the amount of egg they are going to give you, no. When we all are involved in small bits of this kind of farming, no, we as a nation will be we can rely on our poultry. We can rely on Ede in Kosia Beba because say asantimemu na nipa 20,000 omu nyina e was small poultry farm omo de Ede support omu main business. How many eggs do you get in a week? That means we are able to even feed the system. So John Mahama was saying, as we are looking at the broader picture, we need to also break some of them down to minute, small, things that we can do to help the micro economy. Because you see, the micro economy, no, any man na watch Garina or ton woman timuno, and any girl na and Katia Eswano, and then you find the micro economy. Sa 1 city, 2 pesos, 30 pesos, no, and then a running engine of the economy. Into your taxes are now about macro, and then a buying using. Into when you fail to make sure say engine, no, small things our engine are intact now, the engine will be shaking. International Muhammad say, as much as we are looking at the bigger picture, we should also be involved in taking care of these small things, using to support. One and Kwasiafo Babakacha Ghana for say, Mahama oni vision or saying Kokon Kete and the Kwasiam Penya could also be a farming poultry. Messi, Bawomia with Jimmy, MPP only message Biamamu. Omunim Samunina with Jimmy. MPP, Omumunina with Jimmy. Na adentina ba omianko kanchiro say obe digitalize poultry. Digitalization is an enhancer. So wa mfidi akokɔ no wa mbobuo no ma akokɔ na ntoa na wa mfa eye advert ameto abontene say wo akokɔ nkosua sa digitalization is useless. It's the same as Ghana card. Adentina anka so obe digital poultry because before digitalization can work, even in poultry, you need to make sure the physical thing has been done. Also, when you are to person to Kosiana and sana watch Kosiana picture to Facebook and not any platform that sells for people to know say what Kosia. Into when you sit and you talk about digitalization, digitalization is not the end game. Into when Jimmy, into you see, they have nothing. They just walk around and whatever genuine idea MPP and this one no makofaka crack. Nyanyan Kwasiafo na kasa nkokɔ nketengete den ene de ba omia so obeye de poultry farming system de Mahama kae no ene de Kwasiampanyi we ka no. What is the difference? Now share me catch am say messenger MPP ediko Accra, messenger MPP ediko Central region, messenger MPP ediko Northern region and Western region no. Every day almost special messenger omodeko Ashanti region. And they sorry ya Baumia say or Baba be airport city e Kumase. So who's Asantefo you be Jimmy. And the Okodru Kumase so a campaign with Kumase. Wa share audience no motiwo no. Wa share so Okufo no mugina ho no. We omo MPP shirt no. Dokuno omodi, gari omodi, emu gele, konko. Wa share in fifre ti omo na se fin wa hwe MPP supporters no we omo hu sada bi asem we de me kan Kumase ye because me ntumi nkan nkran into obegina Kumase no say oba ba ye bibi e friend airport city ama menhia north if so mo ban Kumase airport so who say wo so mo jimi kejetia central market phase 2 central market eja to mu ebe sinne kwasea we ne yire Samira kugina okodidi o matem asa bankran. When to me and solve central market phase 2, when to me anye, when to me be a ganim, Asantini men a ticket here or Guinea airport city. My catch them was say MPP, Omumua Santifoni be Maka. From Asantini to the last Asantini, me say MPP pathway Omumuomo. Inti so be jina we nimu Asantimemu. Se we go yembie ye afari wo ho yembie ye eye kumewu eye kejetia phase 2 central market ni nyina guo no abeka kire Kumase se obeye airport city asechire saying what is the meaning of airport city asechire saying Mo amoti asantimemu titi radio so amoso me journalist was asantimemu. I'm asking you, me mam homework. What is airport city? What does it mean? What does airport city mean? What does it mean? What's the meaning of airport city? City ebe airport. Mumu bi me catch them with tumu for amonte. Inti ende kwase bi tumi tena swame. Osi an nyoma boy ding. Ye ntumi fa nyoma because mahama ton tema port na downfo kwasea. Come be do wo because MPP for no so we Jimmy. Yantiasie eni tina nyama boy den me de dollar nam de adwuma kwasea 2016 Baomiane Ekufo original stage no work pounds on asem kwasea wo make excuses for your foolishness. Obeka no kura ato abapa na odwuma ye na obi ndi wo yere otu fi se ofui na wo so ubeye nipa no sika na da account sum 2016 ende ebi ni ho osoro atdam yase tete boga na yefro unika pre wa account wo do kwase ate wo se mahama temaport ni kra osi ye no o de amana damfo se na damfo nye sika kwase na wen ye mu bi ye Jimmy. What is the meaning of airport city? I'm asking a simple question. This is harmless. I'm sending this message to Asantefo Kumasi, MPP for Ochinanopa, Monko Radio, so Monko Church airport city. What is the meaning of airport city? What does it mean? What is airport city? I want to build an airport city here in Menchia. What is airport city? Because I'm paying when a kojina Miami Krumu Fantiman for in Quantifuinim. And I'll catch them say, the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. I am coming to build an airport. And then Okojina Memi Krumu Fantifuinim or Cape Coast. Catch them so be airport. Kwasiafo, almost had to tonsu ma kwa kupie kumase. Almost on be airport city. Mu amoti Menchia North, amoti asantime amotoma MPP. What is the meaning of airport city? What does it do? What is its economic benefit? What are the class of people it's looking out, it's targeting? What is airport city? What's your phony policy? You can't see a Kumasi Airport, international airport, international plane ben abiswo. Ye dadabo. Mama MPP I am sandanko. Oma am sandanko. MPP I Santifodi bi sandanko. Omoba adanko isa na menhwe adanko isa. Chesa wa am sandanko. Yes, Kumasi International Airport. Oma lunch dien. Mo say international plane bi esi Kumasi. You are not complaining. Sa kwase afo ya sabe ka just be airport city. Otu ho bo nsem so odwan. Omo be use mu bi ache. Wedwa Kevin de ye mpena asem odidi asante hina tem for kwase atena ka so odidi asante hina tem. Yare abo asante hina ne mai de omeko UK. Why you fi na odigu kwada so ye ka no kura kire wo ehian aban we si so adwuma sei ene ye mo adanko de ka de bia e ba na ye mo se nanko na mo tete ho. What is the meaning of airport city? Ya tia makejetia teni ne besi kejetia je ekufo me ankasa papa otena santimemu ko eyi okona bebia wentuma anye kejetia achichidie we ni jimi we aba 8 years kejetia wan for monsanka omutam otufo deche ekodi ni ho agro central market esa tam otufo deche ede ko boankra kodi ni ho agro sa danko kwase afoto wo ka kirem se we nya nimtia na de America no amedidi otufo atam mumu bi mu bodam kwase afono mu didi otufo atam kwase afono mu bu otufo nimtia no omo no mu gina munimu ya campaign wa santimemu no. What is the meaning of airport city? Kenjimi ya ko betuma be juna kasa asana cha abra keje tiasi wo ye nyammo a se wiesi wo ya trum ye wie nipa nkom koja yaresa ye mie ye kumewu eye de afari na kwase asa be juna so be airport city kumewu asa afari ene eye de hospitals ni keje tia no ene airport city de na huhia e kire we jimi and I say what problem with what I'm saying e kire we yo dwan Mama MPP party tanta we aya santifo mu bisa nanko omoba no makotie champion fi na wato amam na mo we. You people, you have refused to reason, some of you people, and no mu use mu bisa moi. They come there, they tell you anything na mu die chire adentra ye de asantifo. No, sebi o ya santinia onya kwasea e de na baomia enetumi nante asantimemu etumi ye campaign na kejetia phase 2 ye nya ye 8 years e chire ye Jimmy. Eden about metuminantia santimemu campaign ma on hinibu ntuma ebo ba omi abaso abra afarisiwo yembie konfonochi otumfo patch say yanyigi sika embetarotaro ho na on hine wa santimemu bu ntuma se ba omi ayade saa on hine na adwene wo fom ade nti na moti Ghana de nti na mo kyekere man ha de nti na efra yempenifuo nti o man na ye di anim no de nyansa na ye di enkofo anim Obezo chem say airport city ehun hia chen KJT phase 2 Central Market phase 2 Obezo chem say airport market airport city ehun hia chen Sewia hospital na MBA no ehun hia chen eye de afari ehun hia chen eye all the projector ya hot no you don't deserve to lead so obey your hene you are not serious in your life you are a joker so when I see on hinibi no bunintuma we friend to maybe and about me why idea say hey abosum ne bekun airport city any Central Market phase 2 dey na hia airport city any Sewia hospital dey na hia motete Ghana ye ka monim na ye monya de pa eni nti na MPP fo hu ye ne asantifo ne bi say ye nwan de bia omo ba na mo asem konkwegu bottom no ma yi t-shirt a shake bottom no ma yi edien credo ni ngo omo ba na mo be chama e support nkoko no mo ko ne de Jimmy etwi soroku nti nkranfo no hu yo mo say ye nkurasefo Kumasi airport ya betu din abodin a change din say ye international airport won hu say international plane is wo eno kwa ye nimtia ma otumfo kwase bi ti wasa ka be di otumfo atem ya santifo ni bi ye mpempuntuo ye di nkurasesem na emu bi yetim ba ye be force man puntu aba. We will force development on you people. Some people are ready for development. More my imagine someone pen and you be force more. At this point, you the development be tuyamo, you be good board tuyam, you be tuyamo too. Me say, you be nyam development is like kedro. Momba you be some say you be wurama say. Me say you be nyam development, you be nyam the say suwisa, you be nyam eye nkofie, you be nyam e champomfie. Mo santifo bi amon pempunto no, you the be good bound tuyam, you the be tuyamo too. By force, development backup because some of you don't just want development, you want to destroy the unborn generation. Mumubi munyeni papa. We got branty away, a branty away. Hot Jimmy Froco. Boy, way on intimato kokotuma and MPP. Me, Kevin, tell me, say kotuma MPP. Me so. Hey, me. I swear to Yankopon or Shemi Shaw. I will never beg you. Hey, who are Santimem na so betom MPP and Yamin Shiraso? Oh, bodam. Nametiano. Yes, unkwasi about to know and ne kame. Me wow. I will never beg anybody. Yeah, stronghold. Yeah, stronghold. Na udun kan so krasini elfe. And not saying en kan for hine se oko UK. Okodia fashe. Enkrani and auto plane edini si mu de ne koye yeti kroma ma santefa here esikafo etwa Ghana hia toy cars ene jantra hunu obi antimi to plane for tumfo ntremu nko abrochiri yeti ya magama nche so oko UK oko omo UK enkrani ba makdan the top plane dini si mu etu ne hene free Ghana edini ko UK etu ni sade ne baaye yete krom ha ye de wosika ye de nana yete kokoso yete banche so obi ani wa so ya santini sikani a wotumato plane ni otumfo atene makọ abrochiri de bia o so nana yi ni mawrem eco rent plane $80,000 an hour edwedwe no ho yete Ghana so nkwase asam so musika na de an ye kan modwa so the guy just that them say wedwa masa udwa kwa
Number 8, what a number 8, number 8, number 8, number 8, what a number 8, number 8. Mufesiano Emami, Chef, Neko Tuyegu, Namin Chicano, Kojo B, Kowachi, 2024 Mahameba, and then McClare, Nisiafa, Abu Papa, Almost Sebo, 8 years, I'm a transfer number yo. One district, one factory, Scanaban, over Chama family. Doctor Mahamudu Baumia, near people in the set, Abanadia Mahamafa, Mamafa, it's Baumia Tanchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Mamafa, 2024, and it will be on Precos Mahamafa, Mamafa, Tia Bay, Mr. Tanchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Mamafa, 7 December, number 8, 24 West Economy, Mahama Bar used to be a Jumaye. Bahama teso no we be my Ghana for na muma ye upe wumpo waba Baumia dear se wada 7 December ni do ayen to abane mama hama no abane de mahama fa eti Baumia tranchen abane de mahama fa 2024 ni obi ampere cause mahama fa still bay me se tranchen abane de mahama fa 2024 ni obi ampere ensuo me na manfo no oba besi agisika gogu ne mpaase cathedral yesi e manyame $58 million adane swimming pool wo se mo bebreki 80 rada tenate o mahama wada number 8 to Ghana for abotwa bana monto mahama that this year 24 hours economy 7 December abano 2024 ni obi ampere cause mahama fa still bay me se tranchen abane de mahama fa 2024 ni obi ampere Mumbai mo se dollar dwane mo se.
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobe Dutela. It's exactly 6:37 p.m. US East Coast time is definitely 11:37 in Ghana. Moment for about 20 minutes. And yet the story of the day, the editorial of the day. Na Yampong Jumadi. I'll be here tomorrow, Friday. I want to send this message to Afote Agbo. I know, say, Van Damme, that criminal, that land guard na recently a chino. Otuchanko for Bubo Butu. Ewo eye in Sasia around eye Katamansoni Adeno. He has been released. And tonight the information I'm getting and say, you Afote Agbo, Assassina eye Sa Van Damme no koso ekobo tuo ekotu chanko no. Waka Momo Assassina said they should pay 20% of the money to eye Van Damme so that you will not send Van Damme to come and attack them. Eh? This is Afote Agbo. Mr. Afote Agbo. That Ohinena Udini Ghana na. You are using it to destroy lives, no? I tell you, it should stop. And it's going to stop. Yeah? That thing you are doing in Ghana, you need to stop it. Afote Agbo, Oti Accra, and you are using land guards. Yeah? That guy now, Van Damme now, wako in a free cell, Saba. And you are telling Omom once, as said, they should pay money to Van Damme. And that's how my Van Damme about Bobomutuno. If any soul, if anybody is touched, I swear to God, you, Afote Agbo, you will not survive this. Oti Ghana, and that is all that you are doing. Your baby mama is here seeing you. Oti Ghana, wafa assassina shawbo, and Oti Accra in the name Saudi or Hinibi Webusium, and you are tormenting people. You are destroying lives. The information I'm picking right now, tonight, you sent Van Damme and the boys to Asasibia, that area. And Omoko Oko to Tutuo, a man for at one wall. What catch some excavator Emebu no? And our friend Kofona, Omowas as say they should pay the amount no muti and 20% to Van Damme, Van Damme wine. You, this man, you Afote Agbo, you are a bad man. But you know something? There's a reason why I'm putting your picture up here and letting the world know their way. Hey, if you don't take care, na obi woka also beka. If you send your land guards to shoot anybody or to destroy anything, you too, you will not have peace. So what Junior will say, you are the only person I want to Edema land guards, Ebobo Bongo photo, send your Ghana. Some people can retaliate. I'm telling you. Some people are quiet because they want peace to prevail. So if you're not going to stop this, now I say you are going to hide behind some Ebusia Hindia Udi to destroy lives. Nobody is going to make you go scot-free. I swear to God, you will not have it easy. Van Damme can go and shoot, but people will come after you. Yes, because when I instructed Van Damme so on your I have tonight what he went to do. A Manfro area. You know what I'm talking about. You sent him. This is a guy who was arrested 2 weeks ago. What could in a free jail? And that matter, I'll come on. IGP, no, I'll come on that matter. Van Damme wako in a PA and Van Damme tonight is out there with guns. Say a man for 2 or more omuko buntungu. Afote Agbo, me, I'm a nice person. I respect Obia. It is looking like say power nako utrimu too much. It is looking like say you think you can do anything and go get away with it. That is wrong. That particular insasna tata omono, nobody is going to leave it for you. Untumi tata obia. Se Van Damme twa obi sekan, webusuafo ebetwa nipa tu sekan. Se Van Damme botuo, webusuafo yebebo butuo ni bi. Because it's looking like so why you so be Bonnie or Ghana. All right. Now, and the NSC our Parliament. In Cranford to plane the amount in a UK, dear Bonnie no my. And I'm McDonald to plane that Eddie Gamanche. Eddie call UK man call more. It's beautiful. So engraining. As much as I have my own issues with McDan, I think he does not speak the truth. He's a very cunning gentleman. And I keep saying it here because of Songo and a trade fair assassin. So me, McDan is a businessman I don't trust. And I'll never tell anybody to do business with McDan. That one I can tell you. But at least, with tomato plane, Edene sim, Edene Hinako UK. Amanako Edian, Akodia fashion beautifully, and also Adanaba. And I'm Buza as Antifuesica for more Ghana. Into Bian to plane, and 424, and Trimsa, Nana Jiko UK. Nana may fly to Wako UK. Yeah, they're toy machines na. Into Eden amount for both to Ghana say with Ska. Sikana Hina war. We are the topic. We mini chemu as a topic a best case. All right. Now, in Brebi Omkachre say a year Ashanti Airlines. Men come Messiah, don't bring this in. I want to use 15 minutes to finish this and end today's show. Ashanti Airlines they say a Kwame Despite Koto anyway. Me catch the Bukroma so mo boa Ashanti Airline be any ho. Omo de bedada mo. Ashanti Airline anyway. Kwame Despite was scared to Ashanti Airline. Always scared to plane. Kwame Despite. Always scared to plane. Ashanti Airline now mobile the news people the news no Ashanti Airline away. Omo boa. Omo the dada Ashanti phone be. It's just a lie. There's nothing like Ashanti Airline. Kwame Despite onisika. Kwame Despite on to me $500,000 or them mama oni be. On any call from the China, they don't have any money. $70,000 cyber truck, 80,000 day. We know, and no, yet it's not now as you and Kobe Bia. Do you saw your Santinisiki near your bearman on to plane, non for 2 Fontinemunko UK. Now, if you must a bearman be fee. Nasaya kwe yase ye chi ye den a 2016 car 2019 car and on I am fashion but top plane 92 when petrol to do also to go plane once and I could do UK. The also ya bear more ya santino tisika kokoso on to plane or Ghana and for 2 Fontinum kasa nya che and a den che ye ni we be ko ye betwa weti ye nya santini di share ba kuma into plane or Ghana and ye betwa obi ati no mumbra mo ase na nyame ne bonipa mombra mo ase omedwa ya ne fantifo enka se beto plane ya de carrots ai ya we carrots za nanko ya de here spices mo na wo se mo woska me pasantini di show woska beto plane. All right, now mama nko menim azafo woska for now. Look at this and the parliament calls when a speaker of parliament a parliament now when I'm and I insist say be parliament a NPP for after your marking and any MPP for and the krata ejina parliament in some any embraso and share speaker of parliament say ombra na ombe be parliament na yanya den government business inti and the speaker be a parliament no edi see.
Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us to transact, because the business committee, as you know, they prepare a report and this report is adopted by the House as business agreed by the House to transact during the course of the week. In the absence of that, there is no other authority that can put business before you which you have not adopted to transact. In view of the failure of the Business Committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely. And the meeting, this extraordinary meeting, is accordingly adjourned.
In the end, they see our Ghana Parliament. No. Last week, MPP4 a share Parliament in Brechi, a press conference say, Omo insist say, Speaker of Parliament, Embra Betnas no mumbi Parliament, na yenye ejuma enkasa emwa Ghana, yema Ghana or minor enkoso Parliament, government business enkoso. After your market the MPP4 nyina enim ebe press conference no. Speaker of Parliament, Enra or a press conference catch Ghana for say. A Ghana phone edit to me amano. A Ghana mra ena odiso anase oshasiye. Constitutional ena shano se ontina parliament na ondi jumadie emwa Ghana. In these parliamentarians, aba nomode enwoma ede emra ashichi akachen se ombe parliament no montina se. Even though asem wo ho na watumu no, or see because obu emra no a odi Ghana constitution so no obetie MPP4 na almost say yembie parliament in minimum na asema ehu hia pa ewo ho. Speaker of Parliament, now when you also acquire Ojaye and Obaye, and now making sure and there will be a Parliament ma Obia Abetanasi. Montias say this Parliament, Sa Parliament we NDC for 137, NPP for 137, and I owe one minority. There's nowhere in this Parliament I owe majority or minority. It is out of respect, and Obi Ebefre Obi. A person say, oh, majority. Say, oh, minority. But there's no official document backing anything in Parliament. And I say in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, no, say Afambi a minority in this Parliament, and I say Afambi a majority. Ghana's Parliament recognize numbers. When there's a greater number than the other number, that number automatically becomes majority. As we sit here, this 8th Parliament, there's no greater number. All the numbers from the NPP and the NDC side are equal, and there's one independent. At this point, as we speak, it is out of respect. You will be for the gentleman's agreement. Say it does not mean say you are say, but it is out of respect. And say. So say nipani share or chinano and fro say. You cannot say I want to fight you. Why didn't you call me say? He's calling you say because maybe you are older than him. He's calling you say because ebi ejuma ni woman who experience the channel. He's calling you say because he feels say that is how obese or say or respect for you. He is not calling you say because one friend will say I'll be too much in a tune. And that is what has happened in Parliament to date. The Parliament of Ghana has no minority and has no majority. But as gentlemen and as elderly people and as matured people in our Parliament, they got to a point where they said, to respect each other's views. For people to know, say, we here, we are not kids, gentleman agreement, left can refer to right as minority at a particular time, and right can refer to left as majority at a particular time. It does not. Thank you very much. Out of courtesy. So nobody's entitled to majority or minority. And so can Ghana Constitution now, the Parliament only recognizes a number that is greater and or recognizing as majority. As we speak, there's no greater number in the Republic of Ghana. So we MPs are 137. we NDC MPs are 136.7 and we one minority. So the Parliament of Ghana, no, there is no majority. So nobody is entitled to the majority status or a particular sitting place in Parliament. Let's get this right. Out of courtesy, somebody can say, so the next day, you cannot say, it is out of courtesy. So, foot train, foot bus, na se akokra ejina ho, na what as a young man, na se sorry, ma akokra tenasia, out of courtesy and respect. But the next time, akokra beto, na one sorry, the akokra cannot say, webu mraso. It is not a law. Say also, sorry, free bus. Emma de akokra tenase and it's now for public transporter your baby yes aha omo asebi omo didem omo akonwa nie ena aha omo mo yan kokora omo akonwa ni into bi akokra na abrewa ana onyim no wura basin na baby a wo se emrewa tena ayema na se mete wona man sorry a that person cannot sue me enka se chinchina e wo so me sorry man tenase it will be out of courtesy ena meka chedi pan say oh e wo se baby a wo so tena na ayema entitina ha because we nyini Samanya enyam from so manya untumi insist say men sorry makonya so and that is what is playing in Parliament right now. Inti you need to understand in Parliament every day be a can you say presidents are very important and into na ushe video where let me play this video. Thank you very much team for bringing this in. I'm trying to let this simple thing not gonna for Atias here. Listen to this.
You have the new Patriotic Party wing or caucus in Parliament, together with the independent member of Parliament from Fomina, and they now constitute the majority group. You have the new Patriotic Party wing or caucus in Parliament, together with the independent member of Parliament from Fomina, and they now constitute the majority group.
So, what's the Alban Babinkaino? Or say, number no, sa independent candidates no, essay or person they are a group. So at that point, every time they come to Parliament, say yeah to a bar until say independent candidates to say the NPP is not a majority. Send your Parliament na yeah to a bar. Yeah to no one by one head counter. You be say independent candidate say obe to right and now be to left. The moment you be to a independent candidate enye automatic say he is voting NPP. Until during the vote, or no to say I am voting in favor of these people, that will make you the majority group. So technically, in Parliament of Ghana, there's no majority and minority. And I think say the NPP in Parliament led by Afinyomakin, they are missing one thing. Afinyomakin is stupid. He's childish. Afinyomakin has shown continuously that he's not somebody who you can reason with. Afinyomakin is full of ego. His little ego na he's making every NPP MP look stupid, and that is playing out in Parliament. Because if your leader is intelligent enough, he will understand and he will tell the group say, it does not matter where we sit. If we care about Ghana's development, let us go into Parliament and do what? Do government business, because we are in Parliament for the people. Time ana ye to meswaba no, ya to meswaba ewo edien edna, and I say ya to meswaba ewo Cape Coast. Ya can't say nekotna this part of Parliament. They told me to go to Parliament. Into Saoba Parliamenta, your job is to find a seat and then speak and make sure ya bo o no bra. That's your job. So when you come and run out ya konya we so na asimesia betena so a, you have the right to pick another chair and sit. Because in the parliamentary and also in our constitution, no party has been assigned seat in Parliament. So for the NPP to even say you are Parliament, now ahana debia yetna obi akotena until we are entitled papa dia and say ya me chance me antena ho Parliament adwuma nkoso na sa NPP no mo ye mambo me nkwasiafo. They have caused financial loss to the states. Afenyama kina o leader no, if it is purely about the business of the day. Say about you and me into the Oko Parliament to make sure the obey of Parliament be favor on the constituency any Ghana. He will not care about where he sits in Parliament. What he'll be caring about is his contribution in Parliament to help Mother Ghana. But because there's an agenda, because Omo will say Ghana for Jimmy, because Afinyoma can kwasiampe you no obu MPP for no good etin so mo yin yeah ma mention wa there. Omo pay free Parliament ntie nsem omo bekan ye.
All these, perhaps I call it ex-cathedra statement of speaker, creating an impression as though those statements he's making are an authority on their own. It cannot be. A true Democrat will respect the rule of law.
Yes.
And that is why we decided to respect him. You know?
Besa bo video no. Nyabotre na study omo mujina ne chi no. On say as much as NPP are foolish, every party omo BBF no oko parliament kra party bia no omo leaders omo mpenifo a obi ha onye chief whip onye leader of a party, but watena parliament acha they recognize him. Omo ye nipa bia omo kakuo bi ho a omo ni munyam ne experience nti omo gina wochi kra na okasa obi be hu se ampa sa mpenifo we e na ahya otupa omo dia oka nyina omo foa wo so hwe afenyoma akinichi omo mugina chi onyan kwasiafo. They are backbenchers, riffraffs, dirty, unnecessary, unimportant materials are Parliament. 90% of the time, those behind him, you don't even see them talk in Parliament because he is being supported by the little riffraffs, the dirty ones in Parliament, who have no idea about what is happening.
All these, perhaps I call it ex-cathedra statement of speaker, creating an impression as though those statements he's making are an authority on their own. It cannot be. A true Democrat will respect the rule of law.
Yes.
And that is why we decided to respect him. You know, ladies and gentlemen of the press, NPP, our tradition is to respect rule of law. Yes. It's out of deference to Mr. Speaker. That is why we did not enter the chamber. That we should share in that chaos theater with them. Never.
Never.
We will not. MPP will not. We will not. Therefore, don't be swayed by their lies and their propaganda. The chaos they started is what they want to end. We will not allow that.
Inti own say typically they are stupid. On and some okay, no any basis bia. And you see, there's one thing after your marking, or they destroy the NPP. His consistent attack on Speaker of Parliament. Consistent attack. Every platform he gets, or just a speaker and a colleague. Every platform he gets. Because from day one, they have never respected Speaker of Parliament. One, because in their head, not Otisema Ikukwe are or a partisan. But you see, continuously, Speaker Alban Bagbin has proven, say, on your party dog. Majority of the time, he takes decisions that the NDC is not happy with. Two, they don't respect Speaker of Parliament because of a ceremony. I am telling you, the NPP, typically that's how they are. From the day Alban Bagbin, two things they have never accepted it. Or yet, they have never accepted his leadership. And secondly, they have always said, Alban Bagbin in the MPP head or NDC, but when you look at the way Alban Bagbin has conducted himself in this hunk parliament, now compare when Michael Quay was in parliament as the speaker, not NPP one majority, you could see Michael Quay was a party dog. PDS, E-Levy, Michael Quay made sure that this stupid party passed it. But you see, the respect that Omunima speaker no is because they think say, or especially African American, he thinks say, because party no woman no, I can for party and speaker ye teni and speaker ye NDC, so that respect he will never give speaker. But when you look at speaker status, now we share a filthy, dirty riffraff, a rapist like African American, a pedophile defender, a criminal who sleeps with everybody's wife, sleeping with judges. such a dirty soul sits and tries to disrespect Speaker, you could see say there's a problem. And I think majority of Impenifo Ghana, you should be worried. The consistent disrespect and attack from this MPP pigs, their leader, on Alban Bagbin is a worry, it's a problem. Now, Mojin say Alban Bagbin, oni yere. Mojin say oni ebusia. Mojin say oni people who revere him and respect him. Mojin say oni nkophobia, they cherish him. So why would Afenyomakin, a dirty riffraff who has not achieved anything, when it comes to politics, be standing on TV every day trying to make it look like, say, Speaker Bagbin. Speaker Bagbin, Eya Kwarabi. They don't respect her. From the day Alban Bagbin as a speaker, Osei Chairman Sabosu has never respected him. Because in his head, Alban Bagbin is turning. And the bench of the NPP from the day Omu changing from Ebese Kufuor from 2017, they have never respected Speaker Bagbin. When was the last time you saw the NPP MPs, NPP leadership in Parliament? When was the last time I saw say NPP leadership or Parliament? Never. They don't respect in tough war. The party, the leadership, they don't see in tough war as human beings. And no matter the position of the matter, NPP core, they will never respect you. Mr. Ben out say from 1992, you be a MPP. When we 10 years with the MPP anymore Parliament first and second, when we be that, you never see anything like that. Because our party, they've structured it in such a way, say there are some group of people on Ghana, some tribal, they see them to be lower than them. Into some before Sadi Penny be party, and internet they are struggling in Parliament. From Osei Chairman Sabonsu to Afenyomakin. That is why. Because the party has never recognized a Northerner, and also what they are trying to do is undermine Alban Bagbin because of the party he's coming from. It is a one study here. What they are doing is out of disrespect for the man and his tribe. Where it's coming from, it is not anything. Because you see, it is even so difficult for them to go to him and reason with him. Because after MPP, they see themselves say, and then they don't understand, they don't get it. And continuously, you saw say, the same happened. You saw the way he disrespected the man every time. They go behind the scenes, he'll come and try to disrespect because they don't see the party. They don't see themselves as people they have to lower or come so low to respect Alban Bagbin. And the party, the MPP former Parliament, they don't respect the man. Me say, take your time and analyze the NPP. Now, I'm free. Hear what Omumubi Eka.
Let's call a spade a spade. In fact, the interpretation being given to 97.1G to very weird. I'm not interpretation of vacation of a member.
Okay.
Indeed.
Are you talking about the Okwe interpretation?
Okwe interpretation was very wrong.
It was wrong.
And it is equally wrong this time also.
Okay.
But to me, why are we just playing politics around this constitutional provision? It is very unnecessary. And it has happened in subsequent times, even prior to Okwe's ruling. Mm-hmm. And if Okwe was wrong, does it mean that we have to repeat what is wrong? I don't think so. And let us not take Ghanaians for granted. So I am very disappointed at the spectacle that we are seeing. We need to consider the enterprise Ghana first. What is it that would be in the interest of the country that we need to pursue? And for us, we are behaving as school children who are fighting over seats or fighting over sides of the teacher. These things are not necessary.
But do you tell your colleagues these things?
No, I tell everybody. I don't have to in fact, I'm very disappointed with the total behavior of Parliament. I'm very disappointed. And I'm wondering, could it have been better? And so we call ourselves honorable. What we are doing is honorable enough. And when we go to Parliament, we leave. Instead of conducting business, this one is saying that, this one is saying that. I'm indicting the whole House, both sides. And I'm
Are you willing to sit on the minority side?
I'm disappointed. If we vote and we come out to be minority, who have sat on the minority side before. In fact, my colleagues who were in the 5th Parliament and 6th Parliament, they were in a minority, they sat there.
True.
And indeed, if you look at the Constitution, and if you read the 97, particularly read from the beginning of 97-1, you say in Parliament, in Parliament, there. If you change whilst you are there, it's not futuristic. So this one, we shouldn't waste too much time. I'm telling you that I was so disappointed with the ruling of Professor Okoye, and I have always condemned it. But that doesn't mean that we have to continue to be belaboring the point. If today
I've told you, we mo omwe Jimmy. Apia kubi akokan you mwa betina TV so. Ready. Well, instead of him to be bold to tell them Omo leadership said they are being stupid, he is trying. If Michael Okoye was wrong, when Michael Okoye was wrong, you use your stinking ass to clap and use that his wrong decision to incur a lot of debt on Ghana. You knew Michael Okoye was wrong, and because that wrong decision was favoring you people to destroy our economy, you clapped. Today you are trying to justify Michael Okoye's stupidity. The question here is, it's not about Michael Okoye being wrong and Speaker being wrong. It's about your leadership, NPP, your leadership. Who told Speaker to come and open Parliament? Are you entitled to any seat in Parliament? No. Akwawe akoka yombo onbeso benyini. O sorry anopa we dey boy for ebi ni o. Ade abechini wo. And so sorry anu watwi de ni no aka yombo no abetena ho o montete nchen ma mento aboy. Abofu no. For the be or dane ne ho a ontumi mbodogi akoya wo gini eyi o so bese se wo bu nyina akwaje nchene. Akoya wo gini bisawi obese o se wo bu nyina akwaje nchene e wo Somalia. Wemu odane ne ho a bue na de achi wakotwe yombo 2024 adentira onbeso be hu so wanyini onbeso be hu so enche ne owu ne siase nyina e brown otitivi so ne minimu sa ponchireni koto de ne bodwe. Instead of him being honest to say our leadership has gotten this wrong and that we need to listen to the speaker, we are not supposed to run to Supreme Court no or to TV so can we engine almost say chrono. Almost free Parliament.
The Speaker has made a ruling barring them from coming to the Parliament. Supreme Court is reversed it. It is for the Speaker to sit up there and tell the House that his decision has been reversed, and so we
how will it be reversed if you are not seated? Honorable, you say you are going to cite the Speaker for contempt. That is not properly convinced. I mean, you're going how would the Speaker reverse his decision?
Again, I'm saying that you either want to take leave of your senses or you listen to what I am saying. If you are not prepared to listen to what I'm saying and just listen to your own voices, we are not going to get anywhere. Look at the paucity of cameras. Everybody is listening, but you don't seem to be listening and concentrating on what I'm saying. It is not a question of our presence in there or not. It is for the Speaker. If it is only about 100 people who are coming to the room there, minority and the majority will constitute the composition of the House in its entirety. Which never comes in there, provided that we have enough to constitute the business of constitute the House and then start business of the House, we should do it. So even if we had 99, which is 1/3 of what to form the quorum, it was for the Speaker to make the announcement in the House that his ruling has been stayed, has been overset. Accordingly, minority back to where you were, majority back to where you have been. That is the simplest solution that we're talking about.
You say you're going to just briefly.
Yes.
When are you doing this?
Watch the space.
Watch the space. And then finally, the Speaker says that the majority has failed to convene the business meeting yesterday,
you see,
so that they can put the business for this emergency.
I keep saying that first things first. First is for the Speaker to declare in that House the same way as Cathedral, the same way he did
to make that. Or you can keep on making that foolish statement. It doesn't take you anywhere. But what it is that it is for the speaker to sit up there and make the pronouncement that the Supreme Court is already overset his decision, and accordingly we should come back and sit where we sit. Then the business of the house begins.
Just briefly,
you see, in the whole Ghana, Penina with Jimmy Panic Etiamon. And I blame the media. This foolish idiot is insulting you. Kwasia we in Kenya mo media ne Ghana for taxpayers money. Uncle we would dada. Then kwala brim no mental problem. Ojina in front of the media to tell you are fools. Not but I want the camera dinichi. Jimmy way. They be a tana man for see muade. You heard the language he used. Yatrane using the same language. Obibeka se Kevin Muketi Amon. Kwasia we. Shekasa ne free na noba. We a member of parliament. Kwasia mpenyi we. Na okwa dansia so kwa na nipa ebusi ekoto aba ma Jimmy we. She aseme free na noba. Say journalist omu joy yankwasiafo omu ejimi fo na yeda ho de Mike Dinechi akwa ne hu fi we a oye illegal lawyer we na nya Ghana ne ye jimi a ehede na KTM ontumi ye MP ebe ye minister enye MPP no omu ye mwa. And you see we Jimmy no parliamentary for a long time. Right now he thinks it's funny. And right now no Yeni Ghana for the media ni biso so Jimmy we so ama na adwene ne say so when Jimmy we don't recognize him. So every small space he gets now they didn't kwasiasem or disrespect even the media. Imagine a journalist had made the same statement, the fully of the parliamentarians or their senses have left them. Again, say a journalist stood on TV to make that statement. What would this fool say? But this is the situation. A fool like Katie Hammond, Kwasiabi. I don't respect people who don't respect others. I don't respect old men or elderly people who pretend to be stupid. Katie Hammond, a bodameniti, fitting in Kuala no yario. This guy, how long has he been in parliament? Almost 30 years. And I say so kwano free. Share the constituency, men okaze 2020 head away.
Hey, any date is 6 November. You go by the Sango Quine. Hey, MPP Abanya Misram Wati. MPP Abang, Yamin Sramo. Hi, my Nina. Ye, no one can who quoted over the Sang will ready young couple. Ye, Yatin Futu Match. MPP Abang, Yamin Sramo. Ye, and you would then MPP Abang. You MPP Abang. Ye, MPP Abang. Any date is 6 November. You go by the Sango Quine. Hey, MPP Abang, Yamin Sram Wati. MPP Abang, Yamin Sramo. Hi, my Nina. Ye, no one can who quoted over the Sang will ready young couple. Ye, Yatin Futu Match. MPP Abang, Yamin Sramo. Ye, and you would then MPP Abang. You
I got 30 days near Kotwaba. Shadi be wakoye. Ye mubi ye Jimmy, kwasi be party didn't a mujum. MPP Abang. A quine no, ye the great abefaso. And ye could tab goose near the sapati guso. Kwasiano, you know your video no, Obesa Kosala could t-shirt. Ye Jimmy. Katie Hammond. O we are no akotenan kran. Kohwe ni estate gun kran. O de jantra for to say impunam. Kwasia we yo, sa na ode yo mu wadanse asokwa. Eni sa last beti say sa na na ya abrefo ge na ne nanso asa Katie akadem say me adanse asokwa na me free Kevin obetuma ba say abuofunu. Adanse asokwa Katie a wo se de en. This is your constituency. Onanso say de koji besen e obokida. Otiti in crime so ti radio so constituency ni ukro mu nie hwese bia ya wo kwan o MP na ogimi ne ho no o be ka kire me say mintumi metwem nko e wa asante asokwa nkobo ase na wo ye peta na nka wo ye kwan be de obeye. And I don't deal with such dirty people again. This is 30 days to election here the KTM constituency. Now my men chiro adikudientia MPP person ko parliament. They are insisting say speak and cast on your majority. My mention are going to be some yes, sir. My mention. One reason, my mention on Yampong. The reason here NPP for a de brebe and the Ghana say, I'm a person speak a cast on your majority keke. They want to do one thing. This is what they want to do. Yeah. You see this? One district, one factory. I'm saying 335 million tax waiver requests. Full list of 42 beneficiary companies. NPP 4% almost pass the tax waiver no. $335 million. almost say one district, one factories, bibre omo bie no, omo be mo tax waiver, omo nyina ntua tax, omo de sika waiver che omo. It's right now no, after your marking any MPP for no percent speaker cast omo majority. Na omo ba parliament beka say sa aye sika we omo de ache, omo ebie omo de omo din atototototo companies nkete so na omo frɛ nyina one district, one factory. Into after your marking over 12 companies in the one district, one factory. 12. Ena ni nyina no ehye sa list nim. Ena omo de aba parliament say sa list no parliament ya approve. Now omo pese speaker kasa omo ye majority keke. No ma kwose se omo nyina aba parliament no ma kasa ya giatum. Enti adekodi enti a omo ye dede nyina no, they just want that recognition. Sene be ya omo beba parliament no ma kasa $335 million no. Ya giatum because 30 days no omo pese omo passes ade away. Enti dede omo ye ni nyina no because under 1D 1F no omo ankasa bie companies and omo di ahyehyɛ ase and omo say oh we nyina companies are aban ebe ma omo tax waiver. Now I was a parliament egitum said $335 million no ya de ache companies no companies ni omo dia omo be so omo fe kire ko yisika no omo che and nuntina they are so pissed off say adentina speaker enyo omo majority. Into the speaker ebia opportunity no more no because of majority on parliament almost say any majority are passing. That is all. It's all about $335 million almost person more far. Because remember 1D 1F companies organ in MPP for there. And remember about 80% of those companies they don't exist physically. All of them are on paper. And they are registered in their names. Into the person me say, omo person me nimi na omo pass and send parliament sorry. And nothing they are so pissed off. They want speaker to say into tie KT Amonda or see identity speaker about parliament. You know, first things first. When Dinka declares a majority because that's all that they need. They need to be recognized as majority. No omo pass $335 million free. No mukudi. Mamencho, Mrs. Now, Oshe a year time Omokase Parliament and reconvening and I say Alban Bagbin NBA Parliament now. Omode a year star statement in the buy no. Oshe statement in moi Omodi Shemu say tax waiver of $335 million. Omo person mudi hu juma ni menim heya. Into this is the statement. This is the statement. Omoka say and time on by release statements on Alban Bagbin NBA Parliament no. In their statement, my man large no. Oshe a year number 1 now, agent matters for consideration now. Number 1, request for tax exemption for designated beneficiaries under the one district, one factory. They just want Alban Bagbin to come and open parliament, recognize them as majority, and then the $335 million no omfa. That is all. My man, hey, look at this. Yebapong. Well, the companies now almost say a year 1D 1F. These are the companies. These are the companies are almost on tax waiver. These are the companies. The list in any. Now Osha company now Osha list now. Companies in you. B5 Plus Limited, $11 million on Jinkudi. Yes, a tax waiver on Jinkudi. A year Ferro Fabric Limited, $8 million. Everpure Holdings, $1.7 million. Miro Forestry, $1.3 million. Snedder Transformers Technologies Limited, $994,000. CK Engineering and Construction Limited, $332,000. Let's see. Ebimoje as high as 22 million. Ebimoje company which say Sunda Ghana Limited Investment, $22.8 million. Yes, a tax the waiver on fire. Yeah, they quite command qua. Company be at to say a year Keda Ghana Ceramic Company Limited, $15 million tax waiver. Waiting on some person on parliament no. Yam from majority keke no mon pass $335 million. A coup for the companies fa. Some companies are boy a bin way existed. About 90% of them umuda. Almost in Yinasha, one district, one factory. I see. Companies win na majority. Company be to say 70 Centio Oil, number 32, Centio Oil, 164 million. Unim Centio Oil, okay. Centio Oil, no, a year and why dia, Kusibuat India. Sa oil refinery, no, so maybe the Tamano, Kusibuat India. $164 million. Kusibuat in the business partner, ne Baumia. Afiwati. Centio Oil na almost say a private company or mankasa be oil refinery no e then Ghana buying a tax waiver of $164 million. Kusibuat India. Every single money in Centio Oil Kusibuat India. And it's a Kusibuat and the oil campaign no. And it's a Kusibuat and the Otiba Basumia campaign. Kusibuat in Namakasa Baumia Winnie. This $164 million Kusibuat was straight. Almost these companies are one district, one factory. Inti almost per se, aye Alban Bagbin, eka so mo majority. No say yes, ya pass it. Inti right now no, ye ni majority. That is all. There is nothing else. Inti companies, no. This is the second list. The companies, no. Omunye. Inti ukwa the final page of the document ni tax waiver request under 1D1F program May 2024 oba sewa $335.72 million. Your Rick Part company $366 million. $1,000 Rishon Ecopoly your companies BG 2 million ebi moje 1.9 ebi moje sa last company Grand Chem Limited $12.6 million. These companies all yeso munyina share under 1D1F as inti NPP 4% omoba parliament ebejitum enintina omone Alban Bagbin e kontokwana every day after marking what 12 companies wom 12 inti ebia unso didi speaker term or didi na tema it is because on TS yes speaker ember parliament eniti odi mirika ko e dey Supreme Court no. And it's already because or catch Osroma say the companies near Omodia Ekufor the deal woman on the 12. Osroma making sure say in 24 hours no Wama Alban Bagman I reverse him or my majority no passes that way. And Nuntina Muhudia Muhuno. That is why you are seeing what you are seeing in Parliament. There's nothing more. Inti, nothing should surprise you. Me say, mon check the last but two company number 32 no Centio Oil Refinery Limited $164 million. Sa oil refinery company na whatever no. Sa company na eye Kusibuati na yere dia no. Omunko aje $164 million. My job here is done. I keep telling you, I'm just a messenger. A messenger without a Bible or a Quran. A messenger who is ready and willing to speak truth to power. Thank you very much to my production team. Thank you very much to you two for wasting 3 hours, 30 minutes with me. Tomorrow, Friday, I will be here to discuss Ghana. My name is Kevin Taylor. This show is With All Due Respect Extended Version. We streamed across the world on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube, on radio, Loud Silence TV, and also on Facebook, With All Due Respect and Loud Silence TV. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night.
Number 8, what a number 8, number 8, number 8, number 8, what a number 8, number 8. Mufesiano Emami, Chef, Neko Tuyegu, Namin Chicano, Kojo B, Kawachi, 2024 Mahameba, Adam Clay, Nisiafa, Abu Papa, Omobesi Sebo, 8 years, I'm a transfer number here, yo. One district, one factory, Scanaban, over Chama family. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, near people in the Muse, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, it's Baumia Tanchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, 2024, and it will be on Precos Mahamafa, Hamafa, Stia Bay, Mr. Tranchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, 7 December, number 8, 24 hours economy, Mahama Bar used to be a Jumaye, Mahama Tesson, where you be my Ghana for not Mumaya, Upe Wumpo, Waba, Baumia Dia, Sawada. 7 December, and do I am trouble. Mama Hama, no, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, it's about me at Tanchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, 2024, and it will be on Precos Mahamafa, Hamafa, Stia Bay, Mr. Tranchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, 2024, and it will be on Pre. And so many man for no, about Besiaji Chicago, good and pass it. Cathedral, yes, $58 million. I done a swimming pool. What's that move break 8, 80 rather than Bahama. What the number 8 it's Ghana for what trouble I want to Mama Hammer. That this year, Hamafa, 24 hours economy 7 December abano amafa 2024 ane obi ampere cause mahamafa amafa still abay mesi tranchen abane de mahamafa amafa 2024 ane obi ampere check mobile mo se dollar dwane mo se mobile mo betina tenase mobile dollar na yantaban watu na onana mu wiase sana mo kwa mo ye super incompetent they make kind of full evidence the bank na egwe go phone na egwe setting koma abane de mahamafa amafa etiba o me atanchen abane de mahamafa amafa 2024 ane obi ampere cause mahamafa amafa still abay mesi tranchen abane de mahamafa amafa 7 December number 8 Kotokraba market wa yeah circle overhead wa yeah Kumasi Kadetian wa yeah Mahama E-Blocks na man free SHS abaso abane de mahamafa amafa etiba o me atanchen abane de mahamafa amafa 2024 ane obi ampere cause mahamafa